to sacrifice your life.
The fuck was that, Ken?
Joey Fats Radio, row 1C1.
I've been loving every second. I'm not rooting for injuries openly, but
I just pretended that was Brian Deegan.
I'm so fucking pumped. I'll be like, yeah, bitch, fuck
I will do that.
I'm gonna find him on LinkedIn and be like, "Did you punch a kid in the face? Tell me the truth."
All right, Sean brought his A game tonight. All right, okay, I like it. I like where this is going. And I don't want to put this as like a thing. Like he wasn't a bad guy, as far as
Who
we
said
know.
he was a bad guy?
I don't know, but I feel like we're painting him in this light that he was like this bad guy, and I don't want to do that. To this day, I hope you hear this. Fuck you. But rules are rules, okay? Stupid rule, but it was a rule. If you were a Crip and you were cooling in the cut, what do the Bloods do? Are they booling in the butt? Yep. Also, we are extremely juvenile, and yeah, whatever. Fuck you. All right.
You fucking smacked me in the ass, you dumb fuck.
Oh yeah.
smack me in the ass, you dumb
You smack
fuck.
me in the ass, you dumb fuck. Ah, man, I cannot wait, dude. 2 weeks. I will be in Florida. I will be hearing that southern twang everywhere I go. It'll be a glorious time because you know what that will mean, Paul? It will mean football is over and real sports season can start again.
It'll mean, gentlemen, start your
I cannot
engines.
fucking wait for Daytona.
It's not how it's going to go at all, but yeah.
Not even close, but it's all right.
Depending on who's saying it, I
I
don't know.
could, they did have Britney Spears do it once. That was kind of funny.
Oh, start your engines, please. No, it ain't like that.
Imagine if they had that like OnlyFans girl that banged like 1,000 dudes.
Dude,
Like gross,
she should have just like had her whole thing there.
right?
Bang 250,000 dudes.
I don't know, dude. That'd probably be like, could you physically like handle that? I don't even think that's physically possible.
I think without getting like too disgusting, no.
Yeah. Anyway,
Not getting too graphic and disgusting, no.
row 1C1, Joey Fats Radio. Thank you all for joining us live on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guide. It is the final show of January. The month has flown by. The Super Bowl is upon us. We will get into the Super Bowl preview for the matchup that absolutely nobody fucking asked for. Nobody wanted.
Again.
No one wanted any of this, and yet here we are. Philadelphia and Kansas City in a rematch.
I will say that, given you know that I'm a Jalen Hurts fan from college,
This is true, you are.
I am pumped that he's going to get another shot because I do want him to get one, and Saquon's going to get one, which is cool.
So we'll get into
hopefully.
Well, he's getting a shot. There's no hopefully.
Yep.
He's getting a shot.
Yep.
We'll see if the refs allow him a fair shot, but that remains to be seen.
Well, he is, the second coming of Jesus Christ as a running back, so we'll see what the fuck happens.
He is the closest thing to purple Jesus we have seen in a long time. So we'll get into the AFC Championship and all the controversy surrounding the officials and the Kansas City Chiefs. Yet again, it's becoming just like a normal thing now. Like every game the Chiefs play in, there's some sort of there's something to talk about when it comes to the officiating, and we'll dive into it in more detail as we go along. But
yeah, okay.
it's getting old,
Dude,
right?
it's pathetic.
It's getting old.
Since 2021, the Chiefs have not played a game where the opposing team has had more penalties than them.
Interesting. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the NFC Championship
I'm
and
sorry, you know what I mean.
the good old-fashioned ass whipping that the Philadelphia Eagles put on the Redskins. Fly, Eagles, fly. I hate the fact that I have to put all of my faith in Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts to deliver us from evil. But here we are. We knew Philly was the best team in the league. It just, can Nick Sirianni finally get out of his own way and close the deal? So we'll get into that. We'll get into Pete Carroll to the Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Some more coaching moves. We'll talk a little bit about the Liam Cohen, the Jaguars, the Tampa Bay offensive coordinator, who was like, all right, I'm going to be back as the OC. And then he was like, fuck you, I'm going to the Jags. Like, just totally
Pull the Belichick.
pulled like a reverse McDaniels, if you will, like kind of,
Right.
know. So we'll get into that. And of course, whatever you want to talk about. Phones are open tonight. 774-992-8702 is the phone number. If you want to give us a call and get your thoughts and your concerns or whatever it is that you may have that you want to say regarding the weekend that was and the week not this week, but the Super Bowl that is upcoming in 2 weeks. So we've got 10 days until the 12 days till the Super Bowl.
12, yeah.
And God, I am dreading this next week. Like, thank God there's some racing on Sunday to distract me from, because like, you know me, like I can't do wall to wall like talking head coverage anymore.
Nah, not if it's like Shay or like Stephen A. or shit. Like I like your press days. I like your Super Bowl coverage.
I don't mind
like
media
all
day.
Yes, media day.
Yeah,
all that
media
shit.
day is fun.
I like all that stuff, but like, dude, I had on fucking Good Morning Football, whatever, like the other morning, and then I switched it to the other four morons there, freaking not Curtis Painter, Orlovsky and fucking Shay, and I'm like, this is insane. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? So I actually watched the fucking the Shoddy and what's his face, Jerry Jones interview thing.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
The press conference. I was like, this is more entertaining.
Yeah. Oh
this
yeah.
is far more entertaining.
We'll definitely touch on the Cowboys and Brian Schottenheimer too, which
B shots, bro.
not gonna lie,
I don't think that's a bad.
I don't think it's the worst hire in the world. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, there's not much to love, but there's really not a lot to hate. I mean, maybe there is, but
I don't hate it. But then what the fuck?
we'll see. But we'll touch on that as we move along during the show as well. But feel free, 774-992-8702. Once again, is the number if you want to give us a call. Also, make sure you give our sponsors we're going to make sure we give them a shout out. Village Sweet Shop, 300 Elm Street, Padenara, Mass, right in the corner of Bridge and Elm, for all of your candy needs, from everything from deluxe Dubai chocolate bars with wafer things that are really good, viral TikTok candies, all the way down to your penny candies and everything in between. So give them a shout. 300 Elm Street.
Yep. Get them now before that tyrant Maura Haley puts a tax on them.
Yeah, they're open Wednesday through Sunday.
She's gonna.
And that's the new thing. Maura Haley wants to tax candy in order to pay for snowplows.
So it's like we had a whole bunch of billions.
Because we don't pay enough in taxes in Massachusetts as it is. So you know what? Let's just fucking, who cares? We'll create some more. But that's another topic for another show. So
True facts.
let's get into some football. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the big story with the AFC Championship? And because there's really not much to get into the NFC Championship. The bottom line was the Philadelphia Eagles were the best team in the NFC all year.
I don't think Washington should have really been there anyway, but
they did get a little lucky with their matchups in terms of they beat a pretty tough Tampa team in the first round.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I think.
All right, so let's do the NFC first real quick.
Yeah,
and then
that's quick.
Because the controversy that surrounded the Chiefs once again was just it's going to take a minute to get through all of it. So NFC. Listen, Philadelphia, we've been saying it all year. The Philadelphia Eagles have the best roster in the NFC. The problem we had with the Philadelphia Eagles is we don't trust Nick Sirianni. We thought, I think I had Philly, I believe, at 12 wins just before preseason. Obviously, they exceeded that. Nobody had Saquon rushing for 2,000 yards. That was wild. Plum wild, some would even say.
Plum wild.
But they were the best team in the NFC. There was other teams that had a shot at them. The Rams definitely took their shot and almost had them.
Yep.
That was a great game.
Yep.
The Rams were a good team when they were healthy. The Vikings kind of did what the Vikings do and stepped on their dick like they do every other year.
Yeah.
The Lions were just too banged up. Not for nothing. I think the Lions are probably in the Super Bowl right now if they stay healthy.
They had like 31 fucking guys out, dude, and they still made it. You know what I mean?
It sucks because the Lions Eagles was like the NFC Championship that I think we were all kind of looking at.
We
like,
all wanted.
Ooh. That'll be juicy. That'll be fun.
Wanted that shit.
And the Lions just couldn't.
You wanted Lions Bills, bro. Everybody wanted Lions Bills.
I don't think anybody would have been mad about that.
Nope.
No one would have been mad about that. But Philly was the best team in the NFC remaining going forward. Now,
facts, bro.
The big question, obviously, we had was will Nick Sirianni do what he does all the time and find a way to cough it up at the worst possible moment? This year, he coughed it up in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Is he going to cough it up in the Super Bowl again this year? Listen, man, I have the utmost faith in Philadelphia to win this football game.
Right.
If Nick Sirianni can do what Nick Sirianni's done the last 2 weeks.
And just chill the fuck out
and
step
just
back.
kind of just let the team play and don't get fucking cute. Don't get silly.
Right.
Just hand the ball out to Saquon. Stay in your lanes. Play disciplined football.
Do your fucking job.
And just get it done.
Yep.
Now,
not to quote some whack team in franchise,
I'm not totally comfortable with this notion because, if anybody can fuck this up, please believe it's Nick Sirianni.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, my question is how long is it going to take Nick Sirianni? Is he going to pull a McDermott where he's like, fuck, maybe we should have ran the whole time or Pat. You know what I mean? Like, how long is it going to take him to figure out that whatever the fuck they're sticking to ain't working?
To unfuck himself?
Well, is it
hopefully,
gonna
hopefully they just come out the gate and they roll and they just kind of.
Saquon's like a repeat of last week, and he just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
ideally,
I don't know.
this is like another Tampa Bay, Kansas City Super Bowl, 31-9. You know, I don't give a shit. Mahomes can go out there and throw the ball all over the damn lot and hit guys in the face as long as they don't catch it for touchdowns. I don't really give a shit.
Right.
That would be ideal for me. You know, I love a nice Philadelphia blowout in this game so I can just sit back, enjoy the commercials, and get drunk
dude,
and just start looking forward to Daytona.
Yup, and that the fact that we're not going to have to fucking witness Taylor Swift and Britney and all these other fucking people for the next...
Britney, bitch.
Britney, right? That's her name?
Mahomes?
Mahomes' wife.
See, I don't even mind Brittany Mahomes. She stayed out of the limelight this year.
Big time.
They
got talked to, I believe. Her and Jackson, because wasn't he like a weirdo rapist or something?
Jackson?
Sorry, I don't mean to say that.
Jackson was he was up to some weird shit.
He pressed himself on a chick pretty hard one time and then got like, yo,
there was some weird shit with him. But like Brittany Mahomes has stayed out of the limelight this year.
I actually never really minded her anyway, but
dude, she was just a fucking young girl rooting for her fucking superstar husband.
Right. How else would you act? You're a fucking teenager.
He's like, she's spraying champagne all over the fans. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure the thousands of drunk fans really fucking care. And they're like, well, what about the recovering alcoholics that could be sitting below her? I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay, because they weren't drinking.
Yeah,
they
I'm like,
have
yeah.
nips in their pocket or something. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the recovering alcoholics that are sitting right below Brittany Mahomes' box as she sprays champagne out of it.
Right. In
That
6
sounded
degree
weird.
weather.
You know, I'm sure they're really upset because you know it's the champagne coming from the luxury box, not the thousands of beers around them at that literally within reaching distance. No, it was those 3 drops of champagne that came down. Now,
People
I think
were bitching because of temperature.
who fucking cares? Nobody cares.
You're in a fucking jacket, right?
It's
bro?
a bottle of champagne. It's mist.
At that point.
By that point, like, come on, dude. Like, no one gives a shit. Everybody made way too big of a deal out of that because they wanted something to hate.
Yep.
But we'll get into more of the Chiefs in a minute because I do want to get into Paul to like one of the aspects of the way people are propping up Pat Mahomes to be like the next great quarterback of all time.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna get into that. That's gonna be an angle I want to talk about that as we roll along here tonight. But anyway, for now, back to the Philadelphia Redskins. Commanders. They'll always be the fucking Redskins to me. I don't care what you say.
How many Super Bowls does the Commanders have?
0.
Yeah, thank you. I saw a thing about that. They're like, no, it's 3, and I'm like,
No,
fuck you. The
those are the
Redskins
Redskins.
have 3, bitch.
The Redskins
you
have 3.
erased that when you punk asses decide to go all lib and politically correct and change the
Yeah,
name.
you don't get to. It's not like the Lakers where you get to carry those championships from Minnesota, bitch. Nope.
Yeah, no. Like,
No,
because
we just changed locations.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
started
we
a whole
moved.
yeah.
We get the same shit though.
Yep,
Same colors. You know, well, mostly.
Yep.
But anyway.
Same game, new profile.
Yeah. So the Redskins. The one takeaway I had from the NFC Championship game, right, was okay. Obviously, Philly was the cream of the crop. They were the class of the best ahead of the class.
Facts.
Nothing surprising there. Honestly, it was pretty awesome to see Saquon take his first touch of the game, 60 yards to the house.
The prop bet was on that. My buddy said it wasn't that crazy.
No, it probably
It
wasn't.
was like plus 400.
I missed out
Or
on
something,
I
plus
missed out
600.
I missed out on a $10,000 parlay by one touchdown.
Yeah, I thought it was 2.
Oh, maybe it was. I think it was 2 touchdowns. You're
I
right.
thought it was Worthy.
No, I had Worthy.
Oh no, it was
It was Kelsey.
no, it was Bills. It was fucking goddamn it, Josh Allen. Josh Allen didn't score, and
No, I didn't have them. Not in that one. That was my second one.
you had a couple, so I didn't.
I had the first one. That was the big one. That was the $10,000 one. It was a $20 parlay.
Yeah. Oh, you missed on that one. One.
It was. I missed on it because who was it that didn't score for me in the first game? I'd have to go back and look.
Was it the Wash? It was NFC, right? Obviously.
Oh, it was. I believe it was
Scary Terry. No, he did score.
No, it was Brian Robinson Jr.
Oh, it was running back. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Brian
I knew
Robinson
it was,
Jr.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. Yeah.
It was Robinson Jr. and I think I had Travis Kelce over 90 yards.
Yeah, he fucking did shit. I'm so fucking sick of him, but that's an
Everybody's sick of him. We'll get into that as we go.
Where's
as
he
we
been
go.
the last? You know what I mean? You done dick, dude.
Yeah, he's.
And he's so fucking lackadaisical on the field. Every time he catches like his little 6-yard pass, just drops it and walks back. It's like, dude, does Taylor got you by the balls that bad? That's all you're thinking about?
I don't know. We'll get into Travis Kelce in a minute because I think everybody's sick of him at this point. But the one thing I took away from the NFC Championship was that despite the fact that Dan Quinn is not really a great coach, in my opinion, he's a good coach. He reminds me very much of like a John Fox, right? Like
Yeah.
He's foxy. He's good enough to get you to Super Bowl. Could even potentially be good enough to win you one.
Should have.
But yeah, he's not like, you're not writing home about him. You're not like, oh my God, this guy's, this is the next Bill Belichick or the next Andy Reid or Sean McVay or whatever. He's just a good coach.
Yeah, fact.
And the one thing that I found or that I saw out of the Redskins, and I'm going to continue to call them the Redskins. So if that pisses you off, tough shit.
Dude, it's so hard for me to call them the Commanders.
I can't, dude.
Fucking hard.
It's just a stupid name anyway.
Yeah, like what are they commanding?
Yeah,
Like
we are the
Washington?
Clit Commanders. Like, no,
Commanders.
shut up. That's all I can think of when they call them the Commanders.
Clit Commanders, yeah.
I was running around the house yelling Clit Commanders. My wife was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, what, Jay and Silent Bob? You don't remember this? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
I am the Clit Commander. And she's like, nope, never seen it. And I'm like, oh,
Joints smoking, joints and bowling, smoking.
we're going to have to watch that. So anyway, that's our homework for this weekend.
$15.
Little man, put that shit in my hand. Give me the map, Scott.
Hell yeah.
Still my favorite part. But
Yep.
the one thing I liked about the Commander or the Redskins is that I was very impressed with how well they handled what I think was being relatively dominated. And let me clarify that, okay? Because it sounds really stupid on the surface, like you're impressed by them getting their ass beat. No, I was impressed by the way they never quit throughout the game. There was no quit in that team.
For a little while, it was close.
It
dude.
was,
like,
but it was like kind of like, oh, Philly went up like 14-0. The Redskins fumble the fucking kickoff.
Yeah.
Philly gets it back, and you're like, all right, this is like that game had the potential to get way out of hand really
fast.
early.
Right.
And Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin and Brian Robinson and that Commanders defense. I'm going to try. They did a really good job keeping it. Not letting it get to a 43-8 Broncos Seahawks style fucking game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It was rough.
There was never a part of me that felt like, oh, this is going to be 41-10 with 6 minutes to go, and this game's and the backups are going to be in, and Jaden Daniels will be sitting there like, what the fuck happened?
Right.
They fought back. They fought hard. They fought the whole game. I mean, all the way till the bitter fucking end. Dude. And I'm telling you, man, that Redskins team. We waxed poetic about Jaden Daniels all offseason. We had him as our big three.
I fucking missed on him. Not gonna lie,
was it
coming
me
out
and
of
Sean?
LSU,
Me and Sean had him?
I missed on him big time. I didn't really watch Jaden Daniels that much all season. The first fucking game I watched was the Bears game. I'm like, let me see what the hype is about. Last play,
Hail Mary,
win, and I was like, fuck, this kid's awesome. So I'm like, now I'm a huge Jaden Daniels fan.
Me and Sean both made it very well known that we loved Jaden Daniels' talent. We loved his arm. We loved his
Wasn't
ability.
sure about him coming out of college. I didn't know about him.
We were hesitant on him being able to maintain a level of healthiness that he was going to be able to stay on the field because of his build. He's very frail, kind of smallish dude. I still have concerns about that. But guess what? I mean, do I think he was the Rookie of the Year? No, it was Bo Nix. Is he going to win Rookie of the Year? Yes. Yeah. He's going to win Rookie of the Year 100%.
I guess Caleb Williams.
Yeah, like Caleb Williams. Fucking bozo.
I think we all know who that goes to. Yeah, not you.
Not you, bro. But Jaden Daniels and that Redskins team fought and fought and fought against what I would consider the best team in the NFC, maybe even the league.
Rebuilding year.
In a year where they weren't really supposed to be, we didn't know what we were getting out of them.
No shit.
And I would love to know what the over-under, like what the odds were of Redskins over-under 11.5 wins to start the season.
I'm not sure. It probably would have been a damn. It
probably would have been more than what I bet. What I won on the Broncos over 9.5.
I just wonder who they're going to be able to keep this year and like going forward. Like I hope not too much changes, but like you said in this league, if you're not making fucking moves, dude, like you're getting worse. You know what I'm saying? If you're not changing shit up, you need to get better. You need to make moves. You need to bring people on and like analyze and address the weaknesses that you have. And like I think obviously like the defense was maybe like just like a little in over their fucking head on that game. I mean, the corners, the secondary was kind of but
they're going to have $90 million in cap space.
God damn, really?
And this is the beauty of having a rookie on a rookie on a rookie deal.
For what? Yeah,
because they don't have to pay him for at least 2 more years. They can extend him if they want to, but why would you? They're going to have some serious money to blow, and in the old days, we would be like, oh, cool, they're going to go blow money on, Dan Snyder's going to go blow money and spend it on stupid shit. But
hopefully not on that guy right there.
It's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
This is not the case any longer. And, I just think, look, if you're a Redskins fan and you watch that game on Sunday, yes, you guys got your asses beat. There's no two ways about it. It was a beatdown.
Yeah, but they shouldn't hang their head on that beatdown.
But it wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't the beatdown that a lesser team would have. A lesser team would have quit right after that kickoff was fumbled and the Eagles recovered.
That's a fact.
A lot of teams would have said like, "All right, not our day.
Yep.
We're packing it in." They didn't do that. Dan Quinn, credit to him, didn't let him quit. I really like what I saw out of the Redskins on Sunday. Even though it was in a losing effort, there are certain traits and there are certain things that you can pick up by watching a team when they're getting their asses handed to them collectively.
Right.
And you can see the effort still being put in every single snap. Like they never they were like, listen, man.
Philly had to work for every fucking point they put in.
They
bro.
made Philly work for the whole game. And I'm sure Philly was happy to work. However, props to the Redskins, dude, because I think this team is going to be a fucking problem going forward.
Yeah, I think they're going to come out. They're going to be pretty decent next year. Like you said, if they make some decent moves and they keep most of what they got going on, there's no reason why they can't repeat and do another 10, 11 wins.
I don't see them. I'm going to have them. I got them penciled in right now for second place in the division.
I don't know what their schedule looks like next year, but
doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter.
The schedule's such a fucking.
You have no idea.
Bullshit. Yeah.
You have no idea what the schedule. You can look at the teams right now and be like, they could go undefeated. And you're like, okay, well,
that ain't gonna
we know
happen.
that's not happening. But
right, they lose to the Cowboys easy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Then that's the thing.
Doesn't
like,
matter.
That
they get blown the fuck out by teams like that. You know what I'm saying?
It
shit
happens
all the time. Division. Like,
what happens? I mean, they what was it? A couple weeks ago, Jaden Daniels came back and threw 5 touchdowns against the Eagles to beat them. You know what I mean? Like that was the game I think that cemented him for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Prime time against the number 1, or number 2 seed in the NFC, your division leader.
I fucking completely forgot they did that.
Yeah.
Now that you just brought that up, it's like, damn, maybe they. Yeah, I think the championship game was just maybe like a little bit of the weight on the shoulders of a rookie guy and the team.
Well, I think Philly was just better.
Well,
Philly's seasoned. They're
seasoned, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not.
They're a veteran team. They've been there before.
Like I'm not too concerned about them going into the Super Bowl, but I am because of obvious fucking reasons. Bro.
Yes, obvious reasons that we will chronicle in the next segment.
Because it has to do with the color of this mouse.
Yeah,
and it goes flying around a lot when the Chiefs play. And
it only tends to go flying in one direction.
Fucking crazy, bro.
But no, if you're a Redskins fan, you got a lot to look forward to. Jaden Daniels is the absolute truth.
Dude, you got decent dudes. You got Scary Terry. You got Zach Ertz. You got fucking McCaffrey's fucking brother, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Luke McCaffrey.
Luke Duke.
Let me fucking like Luke Duke. Yeah, Luke fucking McCaffrey. Yeah, Jameson Crowd. Okay, cool. Diami Brown. Whatever.
But no, I was impressed. I mean, obviously Philadelphia's Philadelphia. They're going to do Philadelphia things. They ran the ball well. They played great defense. They just got they are built to go deep into January. And the only thing that I can see derailing the Philadelphia Eagles is Nick Sirianni. Like that is if they play the way they're capable of playing, they're every bit as good or better than any team in the league. The problem is that they always find a way to step on their dick.
Well, no shit.
And screw it up.
And on top of that, when you're coaching, when you're going against another coach like Andy Reid, who is
correct
borderline like errorless.
He's Belichick now.
He's errorless, bro. His approach, everything that he does is fucking so calculated, it's retarded. He's got the most wins in the Eagles' fucking head coach and Chiefs history.
I know.
He's got both, bro.
I know.
If you think about Andy Reid, he's almost like
he's a Hall of Famer. I mean,
he's almost as accomplished as fucking Belichick.
His Philadelphia career had everything but a Super Bowl.
Yeah, because Donovan McNabb puked on the sidelines and fucked that up for him.
I mean, T.O. was like, yo, use a bitch.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
I'm going to make sure everybody knows use a bitch.
And Andy Reid left from he went from Philly to
Kansas City,
right? Yep, and it was just fucking.
And I remember being like, God damn it,
bro.
like they got a good coach. I'm like, but he's never won anything. And then they draft Mahomes, and you're like, God fucking damn it.
Who the fuck knew Mahomes out of where was he from? Texas or whatever the fuck he was. Nobody knew he was going to be good, dude.
Not this good. And not for nothing. We'll save it for the Mahomes thing. I think Mahomes is the most overrated player in the league.
Sorry, but he is.
He is like the definition of mid when it comes to quarterback play.
Bro, he's just got a little bit of athletic ability.
He's got Andy Reid and he's got a bomb squad around him.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
and
Go
he's
stick
just-
him in fucking Jacksonville.
He
Let's see what he does,
good
bro.
year. Yeah, exactly.
Go put him in Jacksonville. We'll
So
see how good fucking Patrick Mahomes is.
Everybody thought how he was gonna be. Oh, he's so great, and he threw 50 touchdowns one year, and I'm like, yeah, I'll never do that again.
They didn't score over 30 points all year until the fucking championship.
I know.
Suck it.
I know.
Suck it. You fucking prolific offense with Patrick Mahomes. Fuck him, bro.
Clowns. But
Personally, as a human, probably a cool guy.
listen.
On the field, go fuck yourself.
Say that. I don't really have a problem with Tom Brady off the field. Personally,
No.
I think he's probably a pretty fun dude to hang out with.
Pretty
Probably
cool
get
guy.
along with him.
Yeah.
On the field, fuck you.
Isn't it fucked
You
now?
fucking made my life miserable for 20 years,
20
you prick.
years, dude. But it was a cool, 10-year stint of just,
Them not winning and us getting me like, yeah.
yeah, but they still fucking was just, nerve-wracking.
But they were
the
there, but
fucking
that made
last
it
point.
fun,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That was what made it fun.
Remember, Todd Heat made that catch, and we were just like, they ain't gonna fucking win shit.
Yeah.
They're not going this year. We were like,
Or when Ray Rice took the first carry of the game and fucking took it 80 yards to the house in Gillette in 09, like,
yeah. And those were fun. Those were fun years. And now I look back and I'm like, damn, I still wish it wasn't like that. But those were the fucking golden era. That 20 years was sick, dude.
I was talking to our cousin's husband the other day, and we were texting back and forth, and we were like, and I said to him, I'm so glad that we were able to recognize in the moment what we were watching when we were watching Manning and Brady and Breeze and Rodgers,
Right,
and that
right.
era of greatness, because quarterbacking today is not the same. The
Right.
level of quarterback play has fallen off so sharply.
No shit.
Not because the players aren't capable of playing like that. It's because they don't have to play like that anymore. If you go back and watch that 09 Super Bowl between Brady and Manning and Breeze,
Yeah.
that was one of the greatest battles of quarterbacks that you'll ever see. Go back and watch the 06 AFC Championship game between Brady and Manning. Great game. The ones in Denver, even the one in Denver, 2015, that was a hell of a fucking game. But if you want to see peak quarterback play, you go back and watch those mid-late 2000s games, and that is peak quarterback play.
Fuck yeah.
Because shit has fallen off so fucking hard now that you don't have the rules that are in place to protect the players. And even Tom Brady says it. Brady's like, listen, man, he's like, nowadays, he's like, quarterbacks have gotten, they're able to be lazy and get away with more and not have to worry because they can throw that ball. It's like, I could have completed that ball to Wes Welker, but I knew Ray Lewis was sitting right there ready to fucking kill him.
Yeah.
And if I threw that hospital ball to him and he got killed, cool. Yeah, he might hang on to it and we get a 7-yard completion on 3rd and 6. But now I don't have Wes Welker for the rest of the game.
Right.
Because he's injured. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Ray Lewis just did what Ray Lewis does. He's like, I couldn't do that kind of stuff until later in my career. And he's like, and that's why Brady was able to be so good for so long, because he was just using the new rules, which a lot were put in place because of him, but that's another fucking story.
Right.
It's just quarterbacking has fallen off in this league. It's you don't see that level of quarterback play anymore. And it's, a lot of it has to do with it. We'll talk about it too. We'll use this as a segue into the AFC Championship. But 2 weeks ago when Mahomes tried pulling that flop on the sidelines,
Yeah, it was
when he
bullshit.
pulled up and flopped, first of all, that's negative 100 points in my book. I respect you as a player,
Yeah.
but you want to pull some Manu Ginobili, LeBron James type fucking flopping shit, bro?
Yep.
You need to get the fuck out of here, bro. Wrong sport.
Yep.
We ain't about that here.
Yeah.
This ain't the place for that.
Nah, fuck
And that
outta
was the
here.
most bitch move I've ever fucking seen since Brady was yelling that Terrell Suggs almost hit him in the knee. And Rodney Harrison had to tell him to take his skirt off and play football.
That's hilarious.
You know what I mean? Then that's a real thing. You can go back and look that up. That actually happened.
Right.
But Mahomes doing that flop on the sidelines was pathetic, dude.
Yep.
And the problem is the rules allow for Mahomes to take advantage of situations like that and get a potential 15. That's an easy 15 yards.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
An easy 15 yards. Oh, Mahomes fell on the ground. You must have hit him late. 15 yards.
Right.
Really? That's because we're protecting quarterbacks so much now to the point where they can run. Mahomes wouldn't be able to take off and run the way that he does now 15 years ago. He'd be dead.
Yeah, dude.
You wouldn't survive. Lamar Jackson couldn't play when Michael Vick played.
Fucking OCU Manure would take your fucking head off, bro.
There is no such thing as a Jeremiah Trotter in today's day and age.
Yeah, fucking
There's no
Sheldon Brown.
John Lynch's. There's no Brian Dawkins.
B-Dog, bro.
There's no Ed Reeds or Troy Polamalu's even. There's good players, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But there is nobody that when you look across the line of scrimmage, you go, ooh, don't go over there, or be careful if you go over there.
And if you notice the fucking way that the rules set up, it allows these teams to put players of different how do I put it, like different attributes or accolades in those positions. Like, when the fuck have DNs ever been this fucking fast and small? You know what I mean? Back in the day, they weren't like that. You know what I mean? But like,
well, it depends. But yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? Like, the rules are kind of like dictating like the players', I guess, physical ability in a way.
well, you're able to take because the game has gotten smaller and faster,
right,
and less physical,
right.
That's what you're able to get away with.
Right, and it's all about speed and shit now. And,
Always
and,
has
like,
been.
That's
Always has been. Football's always been about speed.
Right, but I mean, you used to be able to have fucking massive fucking linemen that could, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're
Right, but
like the old school Texas fucking, like the Cowboys fucking line dude back in the day. You didn't see the fucking DN or anybody that was looking like Von Miller or any shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You did have some guys that
some,
fit that. Like,
but now it's every fucking
you had,
one
like,
is
your-
that tight.
you had like your Kevin Greens. He was that kind of like, hand, up in the 3-point stance rushing. You had guys like that.
Right.
Trying to think of who else that was around back then.
Pooling, buddy.
Joey Fats Radio, row 1, seat 1.
Yeah, Joey, you already know why I'm calling.
I mean, Poolin, first of all, thanks for the call.
Oh, I knew it was Pooling. I just said it. I was about to answer your question, dude, and I'm like, bro, what about like fucking Tyreek Hill and all them? You know what I mean? Like, Tyreek Hill was there for a little while. He's gone now.
So hold on.
Kelsey, Xavier Worthy's pretty decent.
Well, hey, and me and Joey talked about this. This is why I have no sympathy for Buffalo, because they fucking traded their first-round pick to the Chiefs last year so they could draft Worthy.
Yeah, that we killed Buffalo for that last year. Like, even like we talked about, just so everybody knows what our conversation was, we killed Buffalo on the show for making that pick. Not because Buffalo should have drafted Worthy. I don't think they had the need for Worthy. I mean, obviously looking back at it now, it's like, well, who couldn't use him? But they weren't gonna. That wasn't their priority at the time. The problem was you gave Andy Reid his guy.
Right.
You gave Andy Reid his special weapon that he didn't have. So you're giving the team that you know you're going to see in January an opportunity to get one up on you and use that against you.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Kansas City has like the fastest fucking skill players like I've ever seen. Like, out of like Isaiah Pacheco, fucking Worthy, fucking all these dudes with Tyreek, and like the way like the last couple of years they've had, they're like the fastest fucking squad I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why.
Speed kills.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a perfect pick for them. And the Bills actually drafted a receiver after that. They drafted Keon Coleman,
who's been nowhere to be found, really.
Yeah, where the fuck? Yeah.
I liked him, but I mean, he had like one catch. He hasn't done shit all year. And to be fair, Worthy didn't. He just started coming on recently, but
Rashee Rice got hurt, right? He was going to be a fucking baller if he didn't go on IR.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Joey. Like I know you dog on Mahomes, but to say I can't. First of all, Joey, we got to be happy about this because.
No, we don't.
Whoa.
I'm gonna correct you right there. No, we do not.
Yeah, but for 20 years, when we're telling all these people fucking Tom Brady getting every call, and now those same people are all upset. That's why I love it. I just laugh my ass off.
Because the torch was passed. Yeah,
please believe when I say that any Patriots fan crying about, I'll take a spruce. It's just like a happy. Be quiet. I know. Any Patriots fan crying about
kicking my Crocs off.
The calls the Chiefs are getting are either just completely tone deaf or fucking retarded. Like, there's no like you're either clueless or you're dumb. Like, you don't. There's no two way. There's no in between here. What we are. My cousin texted me the other day, and he's like, "I shit you not, Brandon. This was his exact fucking his exact shit." He says, "Was it?" He goes, "Is this what it was like when the Patriots were winning? Was it this bad?" And I was like, yes, every bit is bad. I said,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more blatant now. Like, I feel like
Right.
that, like, it's like, they kind of have a, like, yeah, so what? We fucked up the call. What are you going to do? Not watch? Fuck you. Like, we know you're going to tune in next week. Like, and all these people, I love these people, they're like, oh, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, you are. Like,
Of course they are.
Yeah, okay. You're going to say that for the next week because you're mad, and then Super
Right.
Bowl Sunday's going to roll around, and you'll be like, well, guess I'm watching the Super Bowl. Like,
Yep,
goddamn right
yeah.
you are. And then the Super Bowl will set another record for viewership like it does every year. And you're
Yep.
like, okay, yeah, I guess nobody was watching because the refs. All right, whatever, fuck you. But all these Patriots fans that are sitting here, like, complaining about the calls the Chiefs are getting need to sit
Hilarious.
down and shut the fuck up. Like,
Yep.
y'all were the beneficiaries of this for fucking ever, dude. Like, need I remind you, in the first 4 AFC playoff games,
Yep.
I'm sorry, in the 4 AFC playoff games in 03 and 04, okay? 2 against the Colts, 1 against the Titans, 1 against the Steelers. Those are the Patriots' opponents. Not once was the Patriots' offensive line called for holding, and not once was that vaunted secondary
Yeah.
called for illegal contact or pass interference. Okay?
Well, the
So,
funny thing now
don't
that
give me that
Brady's
shit.
retired, Joey, you remember that Jaguars game,
oh, when you mean when Miles Jack had the scoop and score and they blew it dead?
which I believe there's a clip of Brady somewhere saying, "Oh yeah,
he was
wasn't
gone.
down and fucking."
Yeah, Brady admitted it. It was a couple weeks ago, like 2
Yeah.
weeks ago or something like that. On a podcast or something. He was like, yeah, I saw him grab it and pick it up, and he was gone.
To be honest, the worst one. This is why it's even funnier. The worst one was Mahomes' first AFC Championship. They lost to New England.
Oh, when D Ford
Yep.
had his pinky over the line,
Yep. D Ford's pinky was over the line.
And Brady-
throws the game-ending pick,
which would have
fucking-
been his third, and it would have been his third interception of that game, by
Yep.
the way. Which I don't know
Also
if you
got a-
I don't know if you know this, but like Brady is a interception machine in the championship game.
Yeah, I know. But there's another call in that game. If you look at the picture, they called Chris Jones roughing the passer. There's like fucking 5 dudes blocking him, and like his hands.
His
touching
hand
Brady.
almost grazes Brady's helmet, and they're like, "Yep, yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
one too." I think his hand like
But-
made contact, but we were just talking about it. Like the rules that are protecting the quarterbacks now are what is taking away from the ability, like the quarterback quality in the league.
Yes,
because-
I do agree with that. But the thing I was gonna say with Mahomes, like, dude, he's in every year has a starter, no less than the AFC Championship. You know, so I'm like,
And
I
listen,
can't.
I'm not dogging Mahomes. And I'm
Yeah.
not dogging the Chiefs. Like you have Andy Reid, you have Pat Mahomes, you have Steve Spagnuolo, who's put together
Yeah.
just absolutely.
I do agree with you.
You-
Obviously, Andy Reid is a fucking. I think because you guys said, oh, they didn't score 30 all year, like
Until this week.
until this week, which
Which I
the
mean, you
Bills
could.
defense sucks.
and
but
you- but you
I
could
was
also-
saying all year. I said Andy Reid is this. They're not like deep into the bag yet. They're saving something. Like
I mean, you always save a little bit of something for those,
Yeah.
for the end of the year. Good coaches, or they'll come up with a new wrinkle or something that you haven't seen yet because you need that in January. You can't just go in and run your vanilla shit that you've been running all year.
Right.
You and I know that better than anybody. I mean, who was better at it than Belichick? Every
Yeah.
fucking playoff game, we would see some bullshit, and we're like, "What the fuck is this?"
yeah, a lot of my friends like this was the year. Like, oh, Mahomes is falling off. Like they're barely winning.
See, I disagree. I think last year was the year. If
Yeah.
anything, I think the Chiefs were I think they're a better team this year, thank you, than they were last year. And last year, I remember saying it last year, like, how in God's name can you let them get to another Super Bowl? Like, you have to beat them. Buffalo,
Yep.
Baltimore, like, this is your year, and they failed. And they let him go, and they let him get there, and they let him fucking win it. And now they're back, and now they're retooling, and they're getting guys like Xavier Worthy, and they're getting better. Like, they're going. Listen, the Chiefs aren't going anywhere. The only thing that's
Yeah.
going to save the NFL from the Chiefs is the fact that you have Bo Nix and Justin Herbert in the same division, and they have competent head coaches now. And those two franchises are looking straight up. And
I
they're
like Bo. Hey, by the way, I love Bo Nix. Herbert, like, I feel like he's like not living up to the hype lately, man.
Herbert is. Listen, I'm going to give him one more year.
Yeah.
If I don't like what
think
I
he's
see out of
good,
him next
but-
year, dude, I might have to set sail on him.
I don't really know
Yeah.
if it's Herbert. I mean,
But-
look at his I mean,
But here's
look at Tony Romo's numbers. Look at all these. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just whatever.
You're just an Oregon homer, so it's fine.
yeah,
but
wicked.
but Bullen,
No,
like to your point. But
Yeah.
like, listen, I'm not dogging the Chiefs. The Chiefs are beating who's been put in front of them, right? And you can say like, yeah, okay, the Chiefs didn't score 30 all year until Sunday. Well, man, they didn't have to. They lost fucking, 2 games all year, and one of them was the throwaway game to Denver at the end. So they didn't have to score 30. They scored exactly as many points as they needed to win as many games as they did, which was a bunch. More than anybody in the AFC.
The credit I'll give him, though, is like, well, they went to 2 Super Bowls with Tyreek Hill. They lost one.
Yeah, the one they got bludgeoned by Tampa, which was just wild to me. I mean, they were so banged up that year, though. That offensive line was decimated.
But he has one throwing to like fucking, Mecole Hardman and Juju and all these fucking.
And Pullen, what do I say all the time? Wide receiver is the most overrated position on the field. You don't need him to win Super Bowls. If you can trade away Tyreek Hill at the level he was playing at, and then still go out and win the Super Bowl, I rest my case.
Yeah.
I rest my case. Like, you don't need him.
Steelers didn't miss AB when he left.
Steelers didn't miss AB. The Patriots didn't miss Randy Moss.
Yep.
We
didn't miss Marvin Harrison.
The Vikings never. They thought they missed Randy Moss, but they didn't.
No.
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, 2 best receivers in the league, sitting at home.
Yep.
Well, dude, the crazy thing is because they brought Kareem Hunt back, like they got a pretty loaded backfield. Like they did the opposite of what Buffalo does. They put a lot of good talent around Mahomes, and
they put solid talent, and they let him play. They let him play within the framework of the offense. Which is excellently schemed by Andy Reid. Like, there's no question about it. Andy Reid is now the best coach in the league. It was Bill Belichick. Bill left, and now it's Andy Reid. But they're doing it with defense. Like, you look at guys like Karlaftis, who most people don't even know who he is. Chris Jones, like every
he's a beast,
week,
dude.
these guys show up and make play after play after play.
Over the field.
What's his name?
Number 56, dude. He's an animal.
He is.
I feel like there's like 3 of him on the field.
What's the corner's name that they got? That's was it McDuffie?
Yeah.
Who's absolutely disgusting. Like, he's a top 5 corner in the league. Like, they are playing lights out defense week in and week out. Now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I will say,
Trent McDuffie.
I will say, when it comes to the AFC Championship game, when it came to it, Buffalo didn't do themselves any favors. Okay, I can rip apart Buffalo, and you and I talked ad nauseum about this on Monday.
Yep.
I can rip apart a lot of things that Buffalo did, but it is I'm not even gonna say damn near. It is impossible to beat Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Steve Spagnuolo, and that defense in Arrowhead in January. When the officials are making major calls that go against you. And I mean major blown calls. Blown calls. Okay? Like, forget it. Like I said on Monday morning or Sunday night, Poulin, there are 2 types of people in this world right now. Those that think Josh Allen got the first down, and those that are lying to themselves.
Right.
There's no in between here.
It was a first.
Josh Allen got the first down. Dalton Kincaid arguably got the first down, a down before that.
Yeah, I think the Kincaid one, like, I think they screwed that up.
That's more arguable than I guess the Josh Allen one.
But it sets up because the one, so Josh Allen, let's say, all right, forget that for a second. How about when Pat Mahomes runs into the end zone and gets up and Damar Hamlin takes him down, and everybody gets up and gets in Damar Hamlin's face, and they're barking at him, and Travis Kelce's pointing, taunting and doing all this stuff. And then another player from the Bills comes over and pushes Kelce away, and he throws his hands in the air and does his, like, little fake flop, like, oh! And then boom, here comes the flag. 15 yards. Like, you just now you're changing field position. Like, now you're affecting the game because you're calling calls one-sided. There was, go back and look it up.
Wow, I missed that there was a penalty.
It was a 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty on, I forget who it was, on the Bills. But shit like that, it happens every single week.
Yep.
And just the same way it used to happen every week for the Patriots. Okay, let's not forget that was the whole basis of this call.
Dude, we're watching reruns, bro.
It's
just a fucking red and yellow team now.
It just fucking sucks for me because it went from the team I hate the most to the team I hate the second most.
I was gonna say, dude, it's like we hated the Chiefs for fucking years anyway because they were always in the Broncos division. I'm not a Broncos fan, but obviously I root for them. I'm a Colts fan, but still I hated the Chiefs because of fucking McDonald's colors, and I couldn't stand fucking Travis Kelce when he came out anyway. I couldn't fucking.
You know who
stand
started?
him.
And everybody finds this wicked funny because my hatred for the Chiefs started with Donnie Edwards. Like, I never
I thought it was
liked
Priest
Donnie
Holmes.
Edwards.
No. Priest Holmes was there that 2003. Yeah, Donnie Edwards was the middle
yeah,
linebacker. He
yeah,
went from the
yeah.
Chargers to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
remember, he was like, they did this big special on him. How he was like allergic to grass and he had to wear long sleeves. I was like, you're a fucking bitch. Shut up, dude. And like, I just didn't like the way he looked, and like, I don't know, he just
Yeah,
pissed me off. And
yeah.
like, that's when I really started to hate the Chiefs. Like,
I couldn't say Priest Holmes because they all thought he was better than
Yeah,
Clayton
but
Portis.
Joey-
I was like, no, he's
Joey-
not.
You guys know this was sick, dude. When remember when Dante Hall was like returning TDs every fucking 3 seconds?
when he was getting blocked, you got
yeah.
about 7 blocks in the back against Denver on that one return.
Yep.
But you know,
Tom Holly was out there
Yeah.
fucking shit
no,
up.
it was Tom Holly was way later.
I might actually watch that after this. But the other one, this is the one I'll give you. When Worthy fucking caught it off, but it was picked and then it hit the ground like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, that's
That
a
was-
fucking not a catch, bro. Come
It's
on.
an incompletion. I don't. And in what
Yeah.
in what world that's a completed pass? Everybody's like, well, the tie goes to the receiver. I'm like, cool. The ball still hit the ground.
Yeah,
I'm like,
definitely-
and nobody
the
had
ball
clear
definitely hit the
possession.
Yeah,
ground.
it's not about whether it was an interception or
Right.
a reception. It was fucking incomplete.
The Bill who had their who's the Bills defender? I forget who it was. He had one arm pinched and fucking Worthy had the other arm pinched, and that's not clear. Fucking
that was shades of the fail Mary right there,
fucking
dude.
garbage, bro.
Yep.
Nobody had clear possession of the ball, and it hit the fucking ground.
Ball
Give
hit
me
the
a
ground.
break.
Yeah.
Incomplete. Done.
Des Bryant's head exploded.
So, yo, seriously,
bro.
is there anybody more fucking irate right now than Des Bryant watching that shit?
Well, hey, it brings me to the ultimate question, guys. Who are you picking to win the Super Bowl?
Chiefs.
I mean,
Chiefs.
I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. I'm rooting for the
If
Eagles.
I'm putting money on it,
Yeah, if
I'm
I'm
not
putting money
stupid
on it, I'm
anymore,
putting-
bro. Yeah.
Like, they clearly want the Chiefs to win this. They did everything they could on Sunday to make
They
sure.
want the three-peat.
And yeah, and here's the thing, Poolin, and this is where I think this is going to lead us into our next like kind of subject here. The Patriot haters that are propping up Mahomes because they want somebody to replace Brady at the top of the mountain are
Yeah.
exactly why we're here right now.
Don't you ever
And
fucking do that.
and the NFL, I think, and this is me putting my tinfoil hat on. Okay, this is a little conspiracy theory for you, so get ready, right? Buckle up.
Yeah.
I think the NFL wants to wash its hands so badly of the Patriots dynasty and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady because of all the shit that happened with Spygate, Deflategate,
Right.
everything was just a fucking mess the last decade.
But Casey's leaving
But-
their trail now.
But I think they want to wash their hands. They want to rid themselves of that stink of the Patriots so bad that they are going to make sure they do whatever it takes. That all right, well, what can we do? Well, we need Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid. Okay, great quarterback. Andy Reid's on Bill Belichick's level as far as a head coach goes.
Yeah,
Kansas City, legacy team, legacy franchise. Okay, let's
The
get them.
originals.
Let's get them a three-peat, something the Patriots could never do. And let's get them a three-peat. And then we can say, look, isn't Mahomes the GOAT now? He's got 4
Yep.
rings and a three-peat. Like,
Yep.
it's just so easy to follow the dots. And meanwhile,
Why?
because Bob Kraft has fallen out of favor so hard with the NFL.
Tom Brady voted for Donald Trump. Now I want
And-
to fuck him.
could be part of it. And Belichick, and they went scorched earth. I mean, they fought the league in court, dude. You don't make friends fighting Roger Goodell in court.
No, not at
Right.
all. But it's
Yeah,
just great.
from the conspiracy lens, I see all that.
So,
Right.
And if I'm going full blown tinfoil hat here, that's what I think is going on. I think that they want everyone to forget the Patriots dynasty ever happened, and the next best thing they got right now is Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs.
But I think it's backfiring, honestly, because they're doing it in such a fucking terrible way with the blatant favoritism towards the Chiefs.
Paul, they
Nobody's going to remember the Chiefs because it was all
Are
everybody's
you
gonna be like,
gonna-
man, remember the good old days when the Patriots actually
Are you
won?
gonna
Well,
are you
no,
gonna
'cause
are
they
you,
fucking
are you
didn't.
gonna stop watching?
No.
Okay, then there you go.
Nope.
You and 10 billion
I
other
will
people.
have the Puppy Bowl on, bro.
Yeah.
At 2 fucking p.m.
Bro,
it will be on.
You'll
4
be,
hours
you'll
before
be,
the game.
you'll be sitting downstairs with me, getting ready to watch this game,
Watching the Puppy Bowl.
and we'll be going, "Fuck, man! I can't believe I got to root for goddamn fucking Jalen Hurts
I'm
and
not
Nick
mad about
Sirianni."
rooting for Jalen Hurts. I've been rooting for Jalen Hurts, like I
I'm sorry,
said, since college.
I can't believe I got to put my faith in Jalen Hurts and Nick
I'm not
Sirianni.
mad about that at all
mean-
either. I'm just
But,
mad about Nick
Bart-
Sirianni.
Obviously, I want the Chiefs to win. Barkley does
Wait,
scare
obvious?
me a
That's an
little
obvious
bit.
thing?
Oh, Poulin's a huge Mahomes fan.
Oh, wait, are you a
Yep.
Chiefs fan, though?
No, he's a Giants fan.
Nah, I'm a Giants fan, but I just like Mahomes.
Damn. All right. I didn't know. Just checking.
So he has no
And
reason
I-
not to hate the Chiefs.
Yeah. I was just wondering if he was a Chiefs fan. I wasn't sure where your loyalty lied. That's all.
No,
Giants. I like the
I mean,
Giants.
it's kind of like a joke, but I do like Mahomes.
No, that's fair.
Listen,
enough.
I like Mahomes.
Yeah.
Contrary to probably believe, I don't hate him. I think he's vastly overrated, and in the grand scheme of things. But
I mean, he gets
again,
a fucking job done, bro.
I got to watch the golden era of quarterbacking. I got to watch the greatest era of quarterbacking for almost 30 years.
Breeze, Peyton,
Yeah,
From
well, that's
Brady.
the thing. I
Elway,
thought about
Marino,
this, Joey.
Montana, Steve Young, like Warren Moon, like that era, the early, like the 90s guys going into the 2000s. And then when Peyton and Brady and that era got here,
and Breeze and Rivers,
Brett Favre,
and, Favre,
you know what I mean? Like,
Roethlisberger,
dude, it was so good. Like, if you go back to, I think 2004, 2005 was like peak quarterback play. Because the offenses.
I did say this, Joey. Like, if Josh Allen was on the Chiefs, he'd have a couple Super Bowls.
Absolutely.
You know what I
I mean, listen, no disrespect to Brian Daboll, but like a year ago, we were talking about who's going to replace Brian Daboll in the spring, in the fall, or in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because you can't lose that game. I mean, I know wide right, those dreaded words in Buffalo, and I'm not shitting on the Bills. The Bills, I just think they're like they're the Cleveland Browns East, dude. Like, they're just snake bitten. It doesn't matter what they do. They're gonna get fucked somehow, some way. I mean, how do you go to 4 Super Bowls and lose them in heartbreaking fashion? Like, like 2 of them. You know, like,
that's tough, dude. Yeah.
to not even come away with one with fucking Bruce Smith and Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly, like, it's crazy to me. But okay, I've seen stranger things. But you're right. If Josh Allen was in Kansas City, let me put it this way. If Joe Ellis hadn't cockblocked John Elway, and props to John Elway for being a fucking man among men and shouldering the blame for not drafting Josh Allen, but if Joe Ellis, who was the real reason why the Broncos didn't draft Josh Allen, because John Elway wanted to hire Kyle Shanahan and draft Josh Allen. That was his plan going into that draft.
Yeah.
That's offseason.
Okay.
And Joe Ellis, the de facto owner at the time when Pat Bowlen had his Alzheimer's, said no, because there was a power struggle between him and Elway. He wanted to go defense and Vance Joseph and young, minority coach and this and that, and thought Kyle Shanahan was a nepotism hire because he wasn't there for the glory years of Mike Shanahan like Elway was.
Right.
So anyway,
if
you could have, think about it, dude, if you could have paired up Kyle Shanahan and Josh Allen in Denver, we'd probably have a Super Bowl by now.
Yeah.
Especially with the squad they had those
And
draft years.
I mean, even if we had dude, hire Vic Fangio to be our DC.
Right.
I mean, which, not for nothing, but who's the defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah.
Whose defense is in another Super Bowl? Whose defense is carbon copied throughout the entire league now?
Yep.
It's Vic Fangio. People shit on Vic all the time, but bro, Vic's defense is the staple of the NFL right now.
Well, Steve Spags too, but
no, it's
like
Vic's.
one of
It's
those,
Vic's. Spags, I believe, was a Vic disciple
copy, yeah.
from back in the day.
There was a picture of Vic. What's his name? Vic Fangio?
Vic Fangio, yeah.
Yeah. He was like up in the booth and he had like a thing of Zins next to him. They're like, yo, Vic.
Bro, Vic's the man.
That's awesome.
I'm not gonna go like hardcore into the Broncos shit right now, but like the two people I feel the worst for, because I think COVID fucked the hardest, Vic Fangio and Drew Lock. Because if Vic Fangio if COVID hadn't happened and Drew Lock they had allowed to have OTAs and a regular offseason, Drew Lock is 100% the opening day starter in 2020.
Yep.
And not Teddy Two Gloves. And Vic Fangio, and they probably win enough games to save Vic's job. Yep. But Vic didn't have time to develop a quarterback because they lost the whole offseason.
Yep.
And he was like, no, I got to roll with this veteran. If we don't win enough games, I'm fired.
Yeah, no shit. I need to pay my fucking bills, bro.
And he's like, I got to pay my bills and try to keep my job. And that's what he did. And so anyway, that's my little fucking fuck you, COVID.
Hey, now we got Drew Lock. We're going to win a Super Bowl with him.
Bro, could you imagine if it was Broncos Giants in the Super Bowl and Drew Lock was facing off against Bo Nix?
Wow.
Honestly,
we need that, Joey.
That'd be a stress-free Super Bowl for me. I would just kick back and be like,
fuck it would. The fuck it would.
I'll tell you what, because you know how I feel about the Giants. I'm forever indebted to Big Blue.
Yeah, bro, we love the Giants.
And you know how I feel about Drew Lock.
We love the Giants.
Yeah.
So if
Horsecock
Lock got a ring at our expense, it would almost be like, you know what, we owe you one anyway.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Because you should have got one with us.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I digest.
No, it's funny. Surprising little fun fact, real quick, when we were talking about like the golden era of quarterbacks being like right around like that, like early 2000s. What year do you think the most touchdown passes were thrown collectively by all quarterbacks?
I want to say it was 04.
It's 2020. COVID.
Oh, right, the COVID year.
Isn't that fucked?
Wow.
871 touchdowns.
You're right, it was, because I think that was the year we had, 10 guys throw over 30?
Yep. Yeah. Breeze. I mean, not Breeze. Fuck. Yeah.
Brady,
A-Rod,
Rodgers,
and
Allen, Lamar.
yeah, it was nuts.
Deshaun was still going off in Houston at that point.
I wonder if it was easier because there was no fucking fans in the stadium.
Oh, it definitely played a factor.
That's why.
It definitely played a part. Don't worry about it.
That's why I thought it was fucking hilarious. I'm
But,
just like, shit.
But yeah, no. But Poulin, like, to me, I think Kansas City is going to win this game, not because they're the better team. I think Philly's the better team.
Yeah.
I've seen enough. I watched Philly and Kansas City in the Super Bowl last time, and as soon as the game came down to a play, boom, here comes the yellow on the field. Here comes the flag, and guess who it's in favor of? Not the Eagles. So
keep in mind though, Jalen Hurts did fumble it at a critical time.
Oh, believe me, there's plenty of blame to go around. All right, like I'm not saying, but you and I know. And I say it all the time. What's the difference between 12-4 and 8-8?
It's just not making my case.
About 6 plays a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? 6 plays a year. Not 6 quarters, not 6 drives, 6 plays that don't go your way. That's the difference between 12-4 and 8-8, or 12-5 and 9-8.
I'm pretty sure you can measure the Chiefs' success this year, not even plays, but by like a few inches.
Yeah,
by
facts.
like 10
but
fucking games.
My point is like the NFL is so hyper competitive. When you have a flag go against you, or you have a call go against you it's about the timing of the flag more than it is about the flag.
Of course.
You know, the Patriots, everybody loves to point to the numbers with the Patriots, right? And they're like, oh, well, the Patriots didn't get that many flags as compared to their opponents. I'm like, yes, but go back and look at the timing of those flags.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were very, very, very fucking convenient a lot of the time.
Pivotal moments.
And granted, I get it. The good teams get the benefit of the doubt sometimes, but come on, man. It's not like it's not like Peyton Manning and the undefeated, 7-0 Colts playing the Patriots and the 7-0. Like, it's not like, this is the fucking the Houston Texans.
Browns. Yeah. Or the Detroit
We're not talking
Lions.
about scrubs here.
Right. Or the fucking Zimmer's Lions or whatever the fuck that guy was. Or what.
Was it? No. Who was
because of an M, right?
Marinelli. Rod Marinelli.
Yeah, Rod Marinelli's Lions.
But, so it's not so much about the flags, the amount of flags. It's about the timing of the flags, when they happen. Dumb shit that will keep you behind the sticks, and you know how important it is for an offense to stay on schedule, Poulin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden you get, a big play on, it's 2nd and 9, and you get a 13-yard play, and, there's a holding. Oh, cool. Now we're in 2nd and 19. Awesome. Like, fucked. Now you're fucked. Like, all right, let's go back. Let's go see if we can get half of this and try to make it 3rd and long, and somewhat manageable, if you will.
Right.
But it depends on the timing of it. I mean, the Chiefs get timely flags. They get timely calls. And this isn't like, I'm not sitting there. I'm not, and I know I'm not crazy because I don't listen to a lot of sports media because I don't want it tainting my opinion on Tuesdays. I like to have my own opinions formulated.
Right.
But when I listen to the national, there's 2 national guys I still listen to, Jim Rome and Adam Shine. And when I listen to Adam Shine on Monday morning, the first thing he did, and then I'm now going on 21 years of listening to Shine. The first thing he did was rip into the refs. Something I've never heard him do in 21 years. I mean, like, rip into the refs. And it's like, and even he's to the point where he's like, all right, dude, like, this is getting ridiculous.
It is.
And it's
6 years of this shit now, or 5 years of this shit now.
Now you got to wonder, are they going to back off in the Super Bowl now because
and try to make it like let him play a fair game, be like, look, there was no controversy. It's not over. Yeah.
Nah, I think they doubled down.
No, they want Travis Kelce proposing to Taylor Swift at the 50 after the game while the confetti's falling in the worst fucking way.
And then he's going to retire.
Wow, I didn't even think of that,
Yep.
Joey.
They want that's the script right there. Travis Kelce's going to propose and he's going to retire right after.
Wow.
And
if that happens, wow.
And every single Swiftie in the world, you're going to hear the squeeing from every Swiftie around the world. Like, it's going to be a collective squee of just girls being like, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, blow my fucking brains out. And then, I mean, just thank God I'm on a plane like 36 hours after the Super Bowl is over. or less than 36, like 24 hours after the Super Bowl is over. I'm on a plane to Daytona, and I'm not going to think about football until fucking April. So or May.
Yeah, to go watch 800 Eagles scream
Yeah.
work hard.
Yeah. But like, goddamn, dude, like I never realized how important the Daytona 500 was for me to erase my memories until Dale Jr. won it in 2014 after the Broncos got blown out by the Seahawks. And the very next Sunday, I was watching Dale Jr. win a Daytona 500. And I was like, oh well, that takes a little bit of the sting off. Okay, that helps, you know. But no, I think that's what it's going to be, dude. It's just. I don't know. I'm just
the NFL season's a death by 1,000 cuts.
You know what? I'm not going to bet. I'm probably not going to bet on the winner of the game, but I am going to put together a nice little parlay of anytime touchdowns and yardage props and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought about doing something like that.
And I'm going to stay right away from the money lines and the spreads on that because to me those are the ones that are going to kill you.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to bet Philly. You know, even though it's going to add $500 to my fucking $10 parlay, like, because they're probably not going to win. And if the one thing that prevents me from winning, like I had a perfect parlay, a 10-legger or 11-legger.
It's big.
And I hit 10 out of 11, and it was the Redskins and the Lions.
Brian Robinson.
And it was the 2 weeks ago in the division round. And the only thing I missed on was the fucking Lions money line. And I'm like, why did I even bet that? I was like, they were the favorites. Why? Why did I take that?
Right.
I had a good one on that Chiefs-Bills game. You know, I'll do like $5-10 bet, try to parlay with fucking.
Yeah, that's all you do, dude. I basically, the way I look at it is this: instead of buying scratch tickets at the liquor store, I put $10 on a parlay every Sunday.
Which is way more fun.
Yeah, because you have at least it gives you the illusion of having a little control over it.
Right. I had Chiefs money line and then Kareem Hunt anytime score, James Cook anytime score, Barkley. I did that game too. Barkley anytime score, AJ Brown anytime. They all hit except for this one guy. I had Travis Kelce anytime.
Fucking bum.
I had Kelce going off for a big game too because I had him as a touchdown score and over 90 yards.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's he been?
Sucks, dude. I would have won like $500.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, dude. I was right there with you, bud.
Yep.
I've had some bad beats this year. I missed out on a $2,700 one. It was a $10 bet. Would have won me $2,700 by 6 whole yards. I needed 1 yard from Bowers and 5 yards from Alvin Kamara. And it wasn't like I asked him to do much. I just needed them both to hit 50 yards. And they got 49 and 45 respectively. And that cost me 27. I'm like, really? I'm like, get all the shit right. You guys can't pick up, like, no, not one broken tackle. Some shit like, God damn it, dude. Like, how does Vegas know? How do they know? They always know.
They always know, man. I think you posted about this. This is like the worst thing for sports.
It really is, honestly. And I'll go into a tirade later in the show about it. But
Travis Kelce went over 50 yards 9 times this season. That's it.
I mean, that's a lot for a tight end, though. In the grand scheme of things,
I'm
50
sorry,
yards.
9 games he didn't have over 50 yards. My bad. Yeah.
Okay, so
that's it. Yeah. He was fucking terrible this year, bro.
he had a very slow year this year.
Fucking terrible, dude. 117,
But
84.
Poulin, thanks for the call, bud. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Good-
dude,
it's good to hear from you again.
I gotta go, but hey, Chiefs by a million, 3-peat. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, you're probably right. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. I'm sure I'll fight with you about it on Facebook later.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, good catching up with you guys.
All right, brother.
You too, Poulin. I'll
Have a
talk to you,
good one, man.
talk to you,
All
bud.
See ya.
Yeah, he had 9 games over 50 yards this year.
That's incredible. That's just
And
so.
I'm talking like you're talking a couple
9
like
games over 50.
over 50.
That's pretty good.
9 games over 50 yards.
I mean, think about like outside of Brock Bowers, what tight end? I mean, not many tight ends put up a lot of yards.
Yeah, but you're talking like some of his games, 17 yards. Let's see. 5 yards, 17 yards, 8 yards,
Yeah, he had some busts.
27 yards, 30 yards,
Listen,
19 yards. Bro,
if you drafted
fuck outta
Travis
here,
Kelce in fantasy this year, you had a bad time. Okay.
let's see. 1, 2.
If you rode that guy, you were
3,
not
4
having fun.
touchdowns this year. Wow, 4, huh? 4 whole touchdowns.
774-992-8702 is the phone number if you want to give us a call.
4
Phones are
touchdowns.
open. Get your opinions out there, your thoughts, whatever you want to talk about. Obviously, we're talking about AFC Championship game, the controversy with the officiating, whether it was is it an interception? Is it a catch? Fuck it, it's a touchdown. That play with the
4 touchdowns. This year.
yeah, it's bad. He had a bad year. He did not have a good year.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
whether it was that, whether it was Josh Allen clearly getting the first down, and here's my thing on the first down. We didn't touch on this while Pula was on the line, but the thing that pissed me off about the first down call was, okay, first of all, Kincaid got the first down on third down. It shouldn't have
It's
even
a fucking fact. His knee wasn't down. The ball was so far over. It's the shittiest spot I've
should
ever
have
seen.
never come down to 4th and inches
No.
before that. But okay, whatever. Shit happens. I get it. It's not. You can't challenge it because the call on the field is short, and the ref isn't going to go over there and be like, "Oh yeah, he definitely got it." You know,
Fuck no,
like,
they're
no,
not. No.
they're not going to do that. So you can't challenge it in that spot that late in the game with that little time, and you need those timeouts. Okay, get that. You line up for it on 4th and inches, and you're going to QB sneak it. Now, I had no problem with the call, even though the Bills had gotten stuffed. Because the Chiefs were ready for it. Do you know that Josh Allen was like 21 for 22 in the regular season on QB sneaks on 4th and 3rd and inches?
Yeah.
On their version of the tush push.
He couldn't get shit, dude, on that game, bro.
And again, credit to Spags and that defense.
Yep.
Dude, they fucking loaded up and they were
Wedge,
like,
bro.
dude, they knew he liked to go to the left. Take that little stutter step left and get off the left guard.
Yep.
And they set up for it perfectly every single time.
You should have Jake Plummed that shit bootlegged. I'm talking shit, but you know.
He should have done something different. I mean, after the second time, you got to be like, okay, guys, they're ready for this.
Too bad, you know.
I know we like to go this way, but like maybe we try the right side.
I wouldn't have minded seeing a little like 06 Colt, not Colts action, but I vaguely remember it wasn't a quarterback sneak where they fucking flagged one of the linemen as a receiver, eligible or whatever, and they fucking bumped out, and it was just like, nope, not a sneak, and it was just like maybe it was Steelers. I'm fucking bugging. It was supposed to be like a quarterback sneak, but they fucking they called the lineman eligible, and they fucking dropped back, and it was literally like a
jump
pass over, bro. I swear to fucking God, dude. And it was
kind of like a Tamba Hali on the goal line thing against Denver that year. That was something similar.
It was. Yeah,
they did like the little Tebow jump pass for a touchdown.
And instead
but I
of
think that went to a receiver or a tight end. I don't think that was. They lined him up. They lined him up as the running as the fullback.
Something like that. Yeah, it was a fucking nutty play, and it was supposed to be like a fucking.
It was just stupid. It was like whatever.
It worked once.
Yeah,
they should have tried that.
But Josh Allen was 21 for 22, I believe it was in the regular season on third down or 4th down and inches on that QB sneak play. And the Chiefs were clearly ready for it. So you got to try something different.
Yeah,
but
they shouldn't have gone it 4
times. The bottom line is that when he snuck it on that 4th and inches, the ref who has the best view of the ball and where the ball was spotted spots it as a first down. The guy with no view and can't see the ball and can't see where anything is spots it short. Jim Nantz is like, yep, that's a first down. Gene Steratore is like, yep, first down. And all of America. I'm looking at the TV. I'm downstairs with my wife.
Was it Romo too?
Yeah, but I'm saying like Steratore, the rules. The referee,
the
in-house
New York,
rules expert. Who's there to
New York,
basically gets paid to apologize for the refs when they fuck up. And here's the thing: Gene Steratore and Jim Nantz, dude, they're not trying to make the NFL look bad here. The NFL is writing their paychecks. The NFL is their cash cow. They're not trying to make fucking enemies on this, dude. They're not trying to piss anybody off and be like, wow, you guys fucked up. They're not trying to go out of their way to make them look bad. But it was so fucking blatant, they had no choice. And even they were sitting there going like, I don't know what they're looking at. This is a first down.
Well-respected peers aren't sitting there going, you fucked up. Because then the NFL's like...
And the NFL's gonna look at them and be like, "Dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, why are you putting us on blast?
Yeah, no shit.
Don't put us on blast like that."
Yep.
But so those
everybody
guys
wanted sports gambling. Everybody wanted betting.
So those guys they got it to the point where they're like, this is a first down. All of America's got a first down. I watched the play out of the corner of my eye. I'm playing with my dog and my wife downstairs. Right, we're down throwing ping pong balls around for the dog, playing Beirut, and it was my turn to shoot. And I was like, hold on, babe, I gotta watch this play. And it's 4th and inches. And I turn to my TV, which is right there. And I'm watching the whole game. I'm right there. You know how my setup is downstairs. And I'm looking, and I stop, and I look, and I'm like, and I see him get it. I'm like, all right, first down. And I go, and I see the spot from the ref come in, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he's got it easy all day.
I saw it, and because he was standing straight up, and he had the ball tucked, like, right on his chest, and I was just like, they're gonna fuck with this.
Because you remember,
I knew it. I was like, they're gonna fuck with this.
But I saw the ref come in from the from the bottom of the screen.
Two different angles.
Yeah, like comes in like way short, and I'm like, well, no, he can't. But I'm like, he can't see the
Because
ball.
Allen's name was to the him.
Yeah, I'm like, no. So the other guy could see the ball. He could see it.
Yep.
He had the better view.
Then they converse.
And then they converse, and they're like, oh, it's going to review it. And I'm like,
drop it back.
and I'm like, and as soon as they said they were reviewing it, I'm like, I looked at I started yell. I yell. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yep.
I said, they're about to fuck them.
Yep.
And Lauren's looking at me like, what are you talking about? I'm like, they're about to fucking you watch. This is going to be fucking ruled short.
Overturned.
And she's like, what do you, how? And we're watching the replay. She's like, everybody on TV is like, it's a first down. We're like, watch.
Yeah.
And as soon as the ref comes
Fucking Stevie Wonder knew it was a fucking first
the
down.
play on the call on the field stands, first down, Chiefs. And my wife's like, what?
Yeah, crazy, bro.
And she's not like, she doesn't know anything about the Chiefs and the calls and all this shit.
Right, she knows what a fucking first down is.
She knows enough she knows what a first down is,
Right,
and she's looking at it
right.
going, there's the ball, there's the line, you got to get it over that line.
Right.
I don't get it.
I'm not saying anything, but a retarded orangutan knows what a fucking first down is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but our little brother doesn't, so don't don't disrespect retarded orangutans like that.
okay.
So
I just hope both teams have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, sports ball.
Football, Matt.
But my beef with this whole thing was it was clearly a first down. And again, the only people, and I'm listening to people call in to Shine on Sports when we went up to Plymouth that morning. And I'm listening to Chiefs fans call in and be like, well, you couldn't really tell. And it's like, bro, stop
lying,
gaslighting us, bro. Like, you're lying to yourself because you want to make it, because you can't handle the fact that your team got a gift.
Which is crazy because they've been getting them for like 5 fucking years. So.
But they don't want to believe that.
Right.
And again, this goes back to my whole theory about the everybody in this league that was so sick and tired of the fucking Patriots winning has latched on to the Chiefs because they don't hate the Chiefs, or they didn't hate the Chiefs, and they're like, well, whatever we got to do to get Brady off the mountaintop.
And I can't stand that.
And I'm like,
fuck that.
And here's my thing. If you were smart like me and you never put Brady at the top of the mountain to begin with, you wouldn't have this fucking problem, and you could watch it objectively.
Facts.
But because you're not smart like me, and this is why you listen to my show, so that you can be brought up to speed here, so I can help you along
in real time
in your progress of getting smarter and being a better sports and football fan.
Objective facts.
Then you wouldn't have this issue. And I see it every day. I see, friends of ours nut riding Mahomes. I'm like, dog, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you not riding Mahomes? Like, well, because fuck him, because he's better than Brady. I'm like,
you were the same kid saying that Blake Bortles was a fucking good quarterback.
I'm like, dog. I'm like, first of all, like, no, he's not better than Brady. Okay, Patrick Mahomes is in no way, shape, or form better than Brady.
No.
That ship is sailed, bro. Matt Mahomes had his 2 opportunities again, or 3 opportunities, whatever it was, against Brady. He failed all of them.
Right.
He had the AFC Championship, failed. 19, they didn't get there, and then the 2020 Super Bowl, they got
lost.
smoked.
Yeah.
Brady smoked you.
Smoked you.
So
at 40 fucking 40 or whatever he was years old.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Fucking ancient Tom Brady beat you out. Okay, that ship sailed. You're never touching Tom Brady.
On a new team, by the way.
And not for nothing, but like,
well, not the whole team.
You're not even going to get close to 7 fucking Super Bowls. You're going to win 3 in a row. You're still not getting close to 7.
Yeah, you can get 4. Cool. That's probably maybe it.
But my thing is like, everybody is so wanting to be so quick to rid themselves of the Brady Belichick dynasty, and I'm like, that's great. I understand where you're coming from, and you want to anoint somebody new, but the bottom line is that the greatest quarterback of all time played against Tom Brady. It was Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Peyton Manning's a great quarterback of all time.
That period, end of story. Like, I don't really want to hear. It was like, oh, well, look at their records against each other. Cool. What's their records in AFC Championship games? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Peyton Manning's 3-1 against them.
Whoops.
Peyton lost the first one, then won 3 straight.
Yeah. Whoops.
Okay, so okay.
Whoops.
Cool. Peyton's always going to have that over Brady. Peyton's always going to have the fact that he broke every single season record that Brady never broke again, and he broke it in 1 less game than Brady did.
How many
both
head
times.
coaches did
both times?
How many head coaches did Peyton bring to Super Bowls? 4.
4.
Yeah.
4. Yeah, 4 separate.
4. Yep.
Tom Brady took 2.
Yeah.
Which is cute.
Yep.
Peyton was still the first quarterback to win with.
And Bruce Arians is no slouch of a fucking coach, by the way. Let's not forget that. I like Bruce Arians. Guy, he was on the Colts. He was solid. We had good D.
I'm not gonna sit here and.
Not gonna tout Bruce Arians is like up there with like a great.
That Tampa Bay roster
he's
was
not
loaded.
a retard, dude.
That Tampa Bay roster was loaded, bro. You had a young Chris Godwin,
shit.
Mike Evans. You bring in Brady, Gronk, fucking AB, like, bro, that they loaded that team. And that was a team that won 8 games the year before when Jameis Winston threw 30 fucking picks.
Right, but I'm not saying that Bruce Arians is some fucking Hall of Fame fucking head coach or anything like that, but he's competent.
He wasn't a complete doofus. He wasn't Fred Kitchens.
He's competent. He's competent.
Yeah, he wasn't Freddie Kitchens.
Right.
We'll give him that.
So
anyway, I just think everybody's so quick to want to rid themselves of and move on to the next best thing that they're propping up Mahomes artificially. And I get, like, there are certain – and I kind of get it to a degree because you hated Brady so much and you hated the Patriots so much that you couldn't wait for the next best thing, and the Chiefs dynasty just happened to organically fall in your lap literally a year after Brady, like, you know,
right
at the end
time. It was so perfect.
It was seamless with Brady's career. Like,
it's almost like the WWE, bro.
It just
it's almost scripted.
But it's just not true.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just not true. Patrick Mahomes, if Patrick Mahomes got drafted in 04, he's not even top 5.
What? Yeah, what?
Like, dude, like,
He's
what
like
do we?
Jay Cutler. He's like, see you later.
Yeah, like, dude, like, you're
you're
just another. You know, what have I been calling Patrick Mahomes his whole career? Mulatto Jay Cutler.
Yeah. Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's like he's Jay Cutler. He's decent. Get him on a
Decent, got some wheels, got a cannon, can make some plays.
Yeah.
But I
just
mean,
not gonna. He's just fizzle. He's
you
not
know,
gonna make it.
and you know, we talk about the officiating and all these timely calls, right? Like, how many interceptions did Patrick Mahomes actually throw this year that were called back on penalties?
Oh, it was like 13, right?
Like 13 or 14. He should have had like 20-something picks on the year.
It was crazy.
But like 13 or 14 of them got called back, like were negated by penalties on the defense, allegedly.
Right.
You know,
right.
so
And
like,
how many games did they fucking win because of that?
and listen, dude, like
8, 9?
I've watched this game long enough to know like what a good team is and what a good team isn't. The Chiefs remind me of the 2019 Patriots, where they're like they're good, but they're not that good.
Right.
And they're weak. But the bottom line is like don't fucking piss in my face and tell me it's raining, dude. Like like don't sit here and tell me like, oh no, don't believe your lying eyes. No,
Well,
sir.
that's the funny thing.
This is all on the up and up.
Right, and that's the funny thing is like, who the fuck are you to tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't been watching this game for fucking 25,
Listen, man, I've
30
forgotten more.
fucking
I've forgotten
years,
more
like,
about the NFL than most people are going to learn.
No shit.
And
Like,
that's not thumping my chest and trying to sound like a dick. It's just the facts.
no, because most morons that usually come up and try and fucking run their mouth about like who's great, who's this. Only been watching the fucking game for like 10 years, 7 years, 5 years. Like, shut the fuck
And even
up.
and were they really watching the game, or were they
No.
just putting it on Sundays while they smoked weed and ate Cheetos?
Yeah, no shit.
You know
Had
what I
a
mean?
party and lived it up and played beer pong in the
I
background.
mean, listen, not for
Who's like,
nothing.
yo, I bet on that guy.
No, yeah, right. And they're like, bro,
I
yeah.
bet, bro. So I know mad people. I know mad shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
bro.
I bet. Okay.
You degenerates
So
who
you're-
bet all the fucking time, and the reason why we have this shitty ass league in the first place.
And again, and I'll do this. I'll say my piece about this now because again, like, sports betting is the worst thing to happen to sports.
Fuck yeah.
Sports betting in my if I could go to the White House tomorrow, and Donald Trump was like, you can do one thing:
Cancel it.
ban sports betting in all 50 states forever. Make it punishable by death. I don't care.
Yup, life in prison.
Life in prison. Get it out. Get
Yep.
it gone.
Yep.
That's
May
what
as
I
well
would
be
do.
ISIS.
Yep. Like, I would do it because it doesn't positively impact anybody. It only listen, you might hit a parlay here, a parlay or a bet there, and everybody loves to tell you about their wins. I mean, shit, I do. I post my wins all the time.
I don't.
And I'm guilty of it. I post my wins all the time.
Because I don't win.
But we went over my
don't bet.
we went over my NASCAR bets from last year.
All the time.
I had 11 wins, and I had 10 other races where I had the guy who was leading on the last lap and didn't win, but came in second or third or whatever it ended up having to be. So that's it. Like, that's about the extent of my betting. Now, parlays, like, all anybody ever wants to talk about is their bad beats because they're like, oh, look at it. Like we were just talking about 2 minutes ago. I was a touchdown or two away from 10 fucking grand on a $20 bet. Like, that's pretty fucking good. All things considered, but there's no consolation prizes here.
Yeah, no shit.
So
And betting's honestly fucking stupid because I can literally go run down the thing and put like a $10 bet in. And what was my payout? $24 billion or something? Like just parlay this, all that crazy ass shit. I'm like, man, this is fucking stupid,
so
dude. Like,
the problem is that sports betting now has taken over. It is the single. It's going to be the single biggest revenue stream.
that's paramount.
It's everything,
It's
dude.
paramount now.
It's everything. You don't even need the sport anymore.
No, you can simulate. Dude,
You
I
don't-
swear to God,
you
they're going to start betting on Madden simulations.
I was gonna say you can literally bet on fucking anything now.
Yep.
Anything. So you don't even need. So at the end of the day, this is what happens when you bet on sports. If you really think that this, what I'm going to say is ultimately going to balloon into $1 trillion industry if it's not close already. If you think that you're going to leave hundreds or at least tens of billions of dollars up to chance,
Come on.
I'm sorry, then you're just naive. You just don't know how the world works. Like that's not how any of this shit goes, dude. No one.
Everything.
There's a reason why. Like we say it all the time. We're like, how does Vegas know? How do they know? Because they know, bro. What do you think they're really? Do you really think they're that fucking good? Or do you think that maybe somebody picks up a fucking phone and makes a phone call once in a while? And hey, these referees got this fucking, they got they get prepped. They know what's going on.
Fucking Tim Donaghy, bro.
We got
prime example.
Listen, the NBA's been dirty for years. We've all
no
known that.
shit, college, the whole fucking
Dude, it's-
nine, bro. The people that are
But what
in on
happens-
it are the ones making the
But
most money.
But what happens? It gets swept under the rug.
Of course, because you never
Oh
hear
no
about it.
no! That was fine. Nothing happened there. That was just weird.
Good,
One-off,
good,
little
yeah.
weird one-off. No big deal. Sports betting is going to ruin. It
already has. It
ruined
already has.
sports.
Yeah, facts.
You
Yep,
can't
yep.
put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Nope.
It started with fantasy, and now it's gone into
Right.
sports betting.
And the thing about
because
fantasy,
they've made sports betting just as easy, if not easier, than fantasy football.
fucking way easy. Are you kidding me? I can go bet on table tennis right now if I'm that
Dude,
fucking into it, dude.
I was
Fantasy's
betting on pro darts.
That's
like,
a
not
fucking
long ago.
that's a
Like,
season-long commitment and shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's
you
a
gotta show up to somebody's house for a draft.
Like I
Ugh.
said, that's like a death by 1,000 cuts.
Like,
but
we
people
had
want instant money, bro.
one of our good buddies that left our league a couple years ago. Left because he's like, I don't really want to commit to fantasy. It's a year-long thing to win $700. He's like, I can take that $100 and play 10 parlays, hit one of them, and I already made twice as much as I was
nobody
going to make
fucking cares
in
anymore,
fantasy.
dude. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, so
and fantasy's unfortunately been around since like the fucking
at least
30s.
70s.
No, 30s, 40s, dude. Somebody from the fucking Raiders started it. It
I
was
mean-
the Raiders.
Well, the Raiders only been around since the 70s.
40s? No. Are you sure, dude?
Pretty sure the
I'm
60s, maybe the 60s.
Maybe 60s. Whatever. Anyway,
yeah,
it's a long time.
It's a lot
before
longer
you
than it's a
think
lot longer
it
than
is.
you realize.
It's,
Yeah.
I think it's like stupid fucking long ago, like 40s.
But this is what our degeneracy has brought.
Somebody comment and prove me wrong.
Because and this is the problem. It's we're an addictive society.
Yes.
I mean, look at our phones. Look, everything on our phones is flashy and this and that. Everything's
On
meant
right
to
now.
grab your attention. Everything's meant to keep your attention for 30 seconds. If it can't get your attention for 30 seconds, it's a failure. Betting is the same fucking thing, dude. You can go on, put up a fucking 10-leg parlay and say $10 wins you $9,720.
62.
And you're like, yes, I say
1962.
so you go on,
Oakland.
you go on, and you
Raiders.
say, oh well, I can throw $10 on. I mean, come on, this guy's. I mean, look, Dalton Kincaid's definitely gonna get 40 yards, bro. I got
Right.
him in fantasy. He's been a beast all year.
But I honestly.
And so you but I'm saying is like you can piece together these parlays now, and the problem is you have people throwing big money at them, right? The guys like me, like a guy like me, does not spend nearly enough money to keep FanDuel or any of these guys like even get their attention.
No, you know what I find is like the fucking guys who sit there and nickel and dime these. Oh, guy, you put like a fucking 10-leg parlay together, right? You fucking put 10, 20, 30 bucks, whatever, maybe $100, and you're going to win maybe $10, $20, $30. You're fucking pumped on winning fucking $30. But on the flip side, you got fucking dudes like fucking Drake, who put like $1 million on the fucking on a football champion and win like 1.2 million or some shit like that. Yeah, that's big fucking dough, but that's such a small percentage of fucking people. Or Mattress Mac, shit like that. Those guys, those are the dudes that feed these fucking degenerate morons who sit there and nickel and dime themselves over, 3 fucking sports, 10 fucking parlays each sport, and they're like, yo, bro, I won like $70 and I put, 45 down. I'm like, wow, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I mean,
bro.
the smart way to bet, honestly, is to take do like a 3-leg parlay, put $100 on it and win 50. Or win 20,
sure.
or win 30, or take a 10-leg parlay
and do that all goddamn
and win 30
okay.
and win 30 or 40 bucks.
Fuck me, guy. I'd
Because
rather go
honestly,
put my head through a wall.
If you have the patience to do it, that's the smart way to do it.
I do not.
I don't have the patience for it, and I don't care enough.
Right.
But that's why I like betting on NASCAR. I bet $10. I bet $40 a week on NASCAR. Right.
Right.
I hit 10. What did we add up up over 36 races? I spend $1,200?
Yeah,
let's call it
1,800 or
30.
something.
Let's call it 30 races, whatever it was, 32 races, and I ended up coming out on the plus side of it by like over $1,000 this year,
which is not bad.
which is really good.
Yeah.
Percentage wise,
Given the
like that's really good.
Right.
It's not a lot of money. It's not I'm not putting my kids through college.
No.
But the bottom line is if you nickel and dime it, right? Like, and one of our friends that Sloan, who he writes for all these betting sites, and it's his forte, and he's good at it. And you should check his shit out. Follow him on Twitter.
Who is it?
Sloan Paiva.
Oh no, shit. He does that?
He's writing for a bunch of stuff. He's doing a bunch of stuff, but he specializes in sports betting.
Oh no, shit. Cool. Good for him.
I'll get you his right now on.
I'm banned from Twitter.
He's at Sloan Paiva. Piva is his last. How you spell his last name? Sloan.
Oh shit, he's verified, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and he writes writer at Sporting News, at NBA Canada, at NBA AU, contributes to Athlon Sports, whatever. And he does a lot of sports betting stuff. And he laughs at me all the time. He's like, dude, because I'll post like my bad beats for parlays, and he's like, bro, if you stop swinging for the fences, and just like cut your parlay down a little bit,
no.
And just went for like $100 instead of $2,700.
No.
And I'm like, yes, you're right. I could do that, but that's fucking boring.
Yep.
And not for nothing. But like, it's a lot more to keep track of. I'd rather spend $10, pick 8 or 9 things that now keep in mind. Getting 3 things right on any NFL Sunday is extremely difficult. Anything over 3, and you're tempting fate. Like you need a lot to go your way.
You'd be surprised how much shit doesn't fucking go your way that you think it's gonna go your way, dude. Like the only bet that I've really like ever fucking made was when I signed up for BetMGM.
Right. Bless you.
Motherfucker. I got $25? I put it on the Rockets. Rockets were the worst team in the fucking league. I put them. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna beat the Celtics tonight. This is like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I think we were still in the fucking apartment. This wasn't even. When did they start? Yeah, pretty sure I was still in my apartment, and the fucking Rockets won. I put like $25 on it. I won $580.
Cashed out and left.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
See, and like when I go to a real casino and I'm betting real money.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. I think that people don't realize is like, oh, you deposit $25 into FanDuel. It's like buying something on Amazon. Like it's death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
You don't realize that. You don't notice the $25 come out of your bank account.
No.
But it came out of your bank account.
Of course it did.
And then you do that every week. Yep. And next thing you know, after 10 weeks, that's $250. And then next thing you know, oh well, I didn't hit that parlay, and let me put $20 on this.
Damn, I gotta make up my losses.
And if you start chasing like the Buffalo Bills did in the AC Championship when they go for 2,
the dragon,
and they start chasing it, that's when you get fucked and you get screwed.
Chase that dragon.
But the bottom line is, like Sloan said, if I cut down on my parlays and I just nickel and dimed it, he's like, dude, you'd be killing it right now. He's like, you'd make it. But I'm like, the only
stock market, bro, with fucking puts and calls. Give me a fucking break. You know what I mean?
You can do with anything,
bro.
but it's gambling, and there's a reason it's gambling. But here's the thing: I know football a lot better than I know gambling. I mean,
right.
I'm sorry, I know football a lot better than I know the stock market.
Right.
I'd rather gamble on football. Even though because at the end of the day, both games are rigged, right?
Yeah.
We've seen it in both ways.
Follow whatever Nancy Pelosi bets on.
But the only time I've yet to hit a parlay this year worth anything, worth anything like major to like write home about.
Right.
The closest I came was when I was sitting here and I was up here sitting thinking I won $1,700 the week before I went on vacation with the Houston Jaguars game.
Yep.
Because I did the one thing I never fucking do.
Cared.
No, I took the Texans with the spread, 3.5.
Oh.
And then Jacksonville comes in and gets a garbage time fucking touchdown, and the 2 point to pull within 3. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I always take the money line if I'm going to take a winner. Like, I never take the points with the spread. Like, I never do that.
Right.
And it was Mac Jones fucked me.
Yep.
With that backdoor cover.
Yep.
And that was the closest that and then the 6 yards, and then this week too with 1 touchdown. I've been close a bunch of times. But the thing is that's what they do. They keep you coming.
See, I know.
You get so
Fuck
close, so you
that,
think
bro.
you can get it. But you're not going to get it.
And then you
And then
come
the one-
so close that it's like so hard to fucking argue that it's not
And when
rigged.
you-
And
and when
Vegas
you-
is just sitting
And
there
then
like,
when you do win one, you're like, oh, thank God. And then you look at your expenditures versus your income, and you're like, damn it, I'm barely even.
yeah.
Or I just broke even, or I just made a little bit of money. Luckily, I don't spend a lot on gambling. I don't bet a lot.
Nope.
So if I hit one parlay, I'm good for like the next 3 years.
Yeah, that
You're
Houston
like I'm playing
Rockets
with, like
win
I'm still
3
playing
years
with
ago.
I'm still playing with house money from Joey Logano's championship win.
Yep. That Houston Rockets fucking win that I did 3 years ago. That was
Oh,
the
and-
last bet I ever fucking made.
And the Broncos.
Yep.
I won $1,800 off Joey Logano and the Broncos.
That's dope.
That's
1,800, bro. What
that's
the
more
fuck?
that's more than I've spent all year
Yeah,
by a
man.
long shot. Plus the other 10 wins that I won through the NASCAR season. So
exactly.
I'm definitely on the plus side of things, but that's a rare thing for people to say. Most people, a good year is breaking even.
Nah, bro. You didn't buy a mom a house because you copied Connor's bets, bro.
Connor's back, bro. 774-992-8702. Give us a call. Joey Fats Radio, Row 1, Seat 1 Live on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guide. We got about a half hour left here before we dip on out.
Yeah.
But what else?
Call in, talk about some shit.
What else did we have to get into? We did the AFC Championship. We did the NFC Championship. What are we thinking for the Super Bowl, Paul? I mean,
Bro, when I saw Jalen Hurts in the goddamn locker room with
Paul,
those
somebody I don't know
fucking-
if they told you or me, but somebody said to tell him to watch his mouth.
Tell me.
I don't know which one of us they told to watch our mouths, but I said, "What do you want me to do? Take my fucking eyeballs out and turn them around?" Yeah, this is not a kid-friendly show, fuckface.
Yep. So guess what? I don't know who the fuck said that. Where's that? That's on the comments? Which comments?
It was on the New Bedford Guide side.
Oh, I'm not even on that fucking one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, wash my mouth. You can kiss my ass. How about that?
So let's see. So Super Bowl, honestly,
When I
like
see Jalen Hurts light that stogie up with them fucking gangsta ass slacks with that tucked in shirt and that fucking hat, I was just like, I fucking love that dude. And you know what?
you've been a huge Jalen
I
Hurts fan
don't
forever.
know why. He got snubbed by Bama.
No, he didn't get
No,
snubbed.
he didn't. He got hurt. I know.
No, he didn't. He was ineffective, and Nick Saban went, "Give me the lefty," and he pulled my Pineapple Prince out of the bullpen and won the Natty C.
Yeah, okay, but where? Yeah, guess
Guess what? You, if Nick Saban goes, "Give me the lefty," and you win the
I
national
get it.
championship, you're starting next
I
year.
was pissed because I didn't like Tua.
Love
Who the
Tua.
fuck? I do now.
He's my Pineapple
I
Prince.
know, I do now. I do. Like, who can hate Tua? Like, who can? You know. But I knew who he was at the time.
Dolphins fans,
and I
man.
was like, damn. I'm like, you gonna fucking. I'm like, you gonna get rid of Jalen Hurts right now? And then he goes to OU, does his thing,
Kills
and then,
it.
and then comes out and he fucking makes a god. He didn't fucking quit. He didn't give a shit about
No.
like getting benched. And a lot of college kids right there and that kind
Listen,
of level and that shit
I
would
agree with
call
you.
it fucking quit. Maybe not call it quits, but that pressure would fucking
Mentally.
demoralize them. Yes.
Yeah, it can break you.
Jalen Hurts rose above that shit. He is the most humble, like, respectful, quiet, awesome fucking dude, everything. And the way he plays on the field, those dudes love him. I'm not a fucking huge Eagles fan. Really not. Actually, I kind of fucking, besides for like 2 of their fans, I fucking can't stand any of their fans except for that other, maybe 3. The black dude who said he was going to fuck Tom Brady's wife. That guy is awesome.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome. And Sean and his son. You know what I'm saying? So
You're right. Jaron and Sean
Jared and Sean
are the
are
only
cool.
reasons. Yeah, those are the only
and
reasons
the
I
black
have
guy
room
who
for the
said he was
Eagles.
going to fuck Giselle. those three dudes are cool. Other than that, not really a fucking
Oh,
Philly
and
fan.
Dan was a longtime listener of the show. Dan used to call in like long before, like way before you were on. Back when, like we were still in the fart locker in New Bedford in my old apartment.
Oh, I was still on it, but I don't remember.
No, this is before you were a host, like long before.
Oh, no shit.
No, I'm talking like behind Miles Donuts. Apartment. Not Fairhaven.
Oh,
Actually, you didn't start until here, so yeah.
Well, not start, but I was on. I've been on once or twice. Like
yeah, you filled in.
Like filled in.
Yeah,
for, like,
a couple
whatever.
times.
Or
Right.
just came on and like do it. Either way, regardless, I've been a pretty big Jalen Hurts fan, like from college. So I'm pretty pumped to see him get another fucking shot. And I swear to God, like, man, if Nick Sirianni fucks this up for him and Saquon, I'm gonna be fucking pissed, bro.
I'm trying not to be that guy because I've never been the guy that like I'm not gonna sit here and like try to like convince myself that the Eagles are gonna lose this game so that way when the Chiefs win I can say I was right because I don't believe that. Listen, the Eagles are the better team.
You know what the Eagles didn't have last time?
Saquon. True.
And he is running like a man.
Honestly believe.
Fucking possessed, bro. He's possessed. He's possessed.
I got until next Tuesday to change my mind about and I probably will change my mind about 1,000 times. I'm about to change my mind right now. I think the Eagles are very capable of winning this game.
I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win.
They have to, right?
I think they're going to win.
They can't lose twice to the
Too
Chiefs.
big to rig, baby. Too big to rig.
Just go out there and truck stick him.
45-20. Travis Kelce's going to be sitting there like, my dick's so small. My little lame-ass pencil mustache. I thought it was so cool. Yeah, I'm going to go bang my flat-ass girlfriend. Looks like a fucking 2x4.
Pancake butt.
Yep.
Just like Mom used to make.
Yep. I mean, she's got a beautiful face and shit, but still, she's like a billionaire, but fuck her.
Listen, bro, like I said Taylor Swift, like, I'm not kicking her out of bed, but I've definitely kicked Hodder out of bed. It's not a flex. It just is what it is.
Yeah,
she's just mid as fuck, dude.
Yeah, she's mid, bro.
She's
like,
mid.
Yep.
She's like beyond mid, bro.
Cool. You wrote
If
a
people
couple
can
of
sit here,
fucking catchy songs for teenage
if people can
girls,
sit there
like,
and call Margot Robbie mid,
who the fuck called Margot Robbie?
there was like a whole remember this whole movement on the internet like 6 months ago.
No.
Where it was like
What?
Margot Robbie's mid.
Who the fuck said that? Bunch of fucking lame ass 12-year-olds.
Simps. A bunch of dudes probably, you probably got started by a couple guys that she didn't let hit.
Never get laid.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, bro. Yeah.
2 out of 10 elbows too pointy.
Never mind. I've never touched pussy, but I've never touched grass. Either.
Yeah, so
yeah.
the internet is my home. I live on Reddit.
Yep.
But no, it was like a Reddit thing. It started like Margot Robbie's mid.
What?
But like if Margot Robbie's mid, what does that make Taylor Swift?
Holy fuck, bro.
Like -4?
You
know what
don't
I mean?
even see her.
Yeah.
You walk through her.
Like I said, dude, I'm not kicking her out of bed, but I've definitely kicked Hodder out of bed.
Yeah, I don't know what Travis Kelce's fucking deal was with. I think
Have you seen Travis Kelce's ex too?
Yeah,
fucking stallion,
he
bro.
He was going for the clout and the fame and the
I know,
money
of course he was.
and shit or whatever.
And apparently everybody's like, oh no, they really love each other. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure those two crazy kids will make it.
Taylor Swift fucking told his ass to fuck off a couple of years ago until he
Bro.
started winning Super Bowls, and then she was like, all right, maybe I could date you.
Well, he was shooting a shot,
yeah,
and she wasn't interested. So
No,
whatever.
Of course
But
not. Fucking who the fuck are you, dude?
Bottom
You're some
line-
lame ass fucking dude. From
But
Kansas City.
here's the thing, like, and then maybe we'll just do this real quick too. Like, I feel like Travis Kelce has just worn people thin. Like, I feel like he's worn out his welcome. Like, if you didn't hate Travis Kelce a year ago, I think you really hate him now.
Your billion
You're,
commercials.
you're sick and tired of seeing him. And not for nothing, but, like, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're, like, waiting and be like, all right, bro, like, when are you going to start fucking contributing around here again? Because, like, not,
yeah,
like,
yeah, your 4 touchdowns this
like,
season.
we're
cool,
dragging
bro.
your ass all over the fucking field. Like,
Yeah, no
come on.
shit,
Like,
bro.
what are you doing? Make a big play.
Yep.
I know
Your
he caught.
big
I know
pharma commercials.
I know he caught the game winner last year in the Super Bowl, and that's all he had to do. And,
Ooh, wow,
you know,
you're
but
the coolest
you know, he's
dude
up there.
ever.
But the way he's out
Your
there,
brother's
like
way cooler.
he's out there, he's running his mouth to DeMar Hamlin and those guys.
Yeah,
he's
trying to knock over Andy Reid at like 70 years old.
getting in people's faces, and then flopping, like trying to draw flags. Like I don't know, like
Dude,
there's
he's a fucking tool.
I was never on Travis Kelce's bandwagon like from day one.
No,
like
I always hated him.
I still remember Von Miller tossing him.
Yes.
One arming him to the ground.
Fake ass Gronkowski.
Get the fuck off me, you fake ass Rob Gronkowski.
Yup,
Like,
fucking right, bro.
Bro, don't
You're
get
a
it twisted,
bitch.
dude. The
Yep.
only reason why you're considered the best tight end in this league is because Rob hung it up.
Yeah, and even then, I'm still taking Tony Gonzalez.
Well, I mean, right now.
Oh, right. I'm just talking. Oh, all time.
Like, him and Gronk played at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
That's,
whatever.
I'm taking Rob Gronkowski over like.
You're not even the best
almost-
tight end in Kansas City history.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, Gonzalez was.
Yeah.
And then what's the other? What's that? Fuck, I just forgot his name.
What, for the Chargers?
No, Jets.
Jets tight end?
Kellen Winslow. Thank you. Yep. No, was he?
No, he was Chargers.
Chargers.
Kellen
Sorry.
Winslow Sr. was the Chargers. Kellen Winslow Jr. was the Browns.
Yeah, Kellen Winslow's dope. I don't think he played for the Jets. Who's played? Wasn't
The
it?
tight end?
That's the tight end for the Jets from Mountain. I might be fucking up. You
Trying to
guys-
think of good tight ends that
Anybody
played for the
listening right now,
Jets.
fucking bear with me. I got a lot of things going on.
I can't think of a great tight end that ever played for the Jets, to be honest. Not a great one. Am I missing somebody? No.
I thought Winslow played for the fucking.
Todd Heap was Baltimore. Well, no, Kellen Winslow was the Chargers. That was that game against the Dolphins, the AC divisional game when they carried him off. Remember?
Yeah.
Eric Coryell.
Okay.
That was like what 86, 7, 2, 82? No, because Marino was there. So that'd be 80.
Fuck! It was Dustin Keller.
Dustin Keller was good,
That's
but he
who I
wasn't.
was yeah,
he wasn't
that must be
great.
who I was thinking of. Winslow. I don't know. Oh,
Shit.
it was Kellen. Oh, yeah. That okay. Green Bay. Yeah, I'm just looking at like a random shit right now. But I don't know, dude. I'm fucking so sick of fucking Travis Kelce.
I think he's worn out his welcome with the
Yeah.
fans. Like outside of Kansas City, I don't think there's many Travis Kelce fans. Let's put it that way. He's rubbed people the wrong way now for too long, and it's like it gets people get sick and tired too. Like there's Taylor Swift in the booth. It's like, and you can tell like she has no fucking idea what's going on when she's like cheering. Like she starts cheering because everybody else is, and she's like, "Yay! What happened?" Like she's like our little brother. Like, wait, hey Taylor, 1st and 10, you gain 6 yards. What's the next down and distance? 1st and 10.
Definitely wasn't the Jets, by the way. My bad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's because our little brother's a retard. But when it comes to sports,
Well, yeah. I mean, what sports?
most all of them,
Yeah, it's conventional.
almost any.
Yeah, he knows a little bit about snowboarding, like extreme sports, but that's about it. No, he does, but
Hey, listen, man. If I want to know, what grain my 7.62 bullet should be, I'll call him.
facts.
If I need to know a sports question, no, I will just trust my own memory. But anyway, Kelsey's a fucking. He's just become a just. I don't know, dude. Like
Insufferable, bro.
his brother's awesome,
Yeah, his brother's cool as shit.
but like he's just become kind of a fucking cunt.
Which it was awesome when he fucking smashed that kid's phone.
Oh, I know.
For calling his
That was
brother up.
awesome.
What do you call him?
You call him a bitch, which I mean, not for nothing.
No,
like
I don't think it was that.
I don't remember what he called him. Then I don't know.
He
Say
called
it.
him a faggot.
Okay. Maybe.
Now your brother's a faggot, and he grabbed his phone and fucking.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I loved that Jason Kelsey did that. Like, it'd be like
Yeah,
if somebody,
me too. I would have. Yeah.
if somebody did that to you, I'd do the same
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. People are like, oh, Jason Kelsey, you fucking, did this. I'm like, bro, I don't care how much I hate
Like, oh,
Travis Kelsey.
He's a
but if
professional athlete. Like, first of all, Jason Kelsey is no longer a professional athlete.
Right.
He's just another guy.
A civilian now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like,
And a big
I would
one at that.
do that fucking same shit. I'm like, I'm glad he did that. I'm like, I don't like Travis Kelsey, but if somebody fucking said some really fucked up shit like that about my brother to me,
Yeah.
I'm probably fucking knocking you out. Actually,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna fucking hit you.
you
Like-
can't. But as a professional athlete, like he gets
He's not
it.
a professional athlete.
Right, but he's a former professional athlete,
Right, and he's
he
got
understands.
checks to cash. He's got checks to
he's got
cash.
money. He's got clout.
He hits that kid,
And
he gets sued.
He's getting sued because
Yeah.
that kid is a professional agitator. That's what he's there to do.
And he's at a liberal college, so
Yeah.
that's like what they
So
do.
you're screwed. But
Yeah.
but now Kelsey, he's worn out his welcome, I think, and he's
Ever since the pharma, the
Pfizer.
the Pfizer and the State Farm commercials, and like I think there was like one other one, like all the NFL shit. Like there was one time I was watching like ESPN, and you couldn't not see Travis Kelsey from fucking program through commercial to
Yeah.
program, and I'm like, too much, guys. Actually, his agents warned him. They were like, bro, you're too out there. You got to like reel it back. There was
like
a thing.
you're gonna overexposure is a real thing.
Overexpose yourself, and people are gonna start hating you. So
Yep.
we need to bring, and that's why he started getting off the State Farm commercials.
Oh, he was on the State Farm commercials with Mahomes.
With Patrick Mahomes, he was doing the Pfizer,
Pfizer commercials. He's
with
dating Taylor Swift.
Yep, they were like, bro, reel it back. You're overexposed.
yeah.
And I think that's why everything with you don't see Taylor too much anymore, shit like that. It's not like
Nah, they
Deanna.
still gotta show her up in the fucking booth every
Once,
chance
I
they get.
saw her once in the championship, and then I saw her once
think
in
they showed
whatever
her, like-
one with Caitlin
I want
Clark.
to say
She
they
was
showed her
sitting
like
up
3
there.
times.
I saw it once, and I watched the whole fucking game. But like once, where
And
like
here's the thing, I don't actually like. It doesn't really bother me that they show Taylor Swift.
no, me neither.
It really doesn't. Like I couldn't care. Like give two fucks.
Right.
Honestly, like it's just it's not taken away from the game.
No,
It's just fucking annoying.
right. It's his girlfriend. Yeah,
It's like,
Brett and
it's
Deanna all
It's
over again.
You know, it's like you watch any big time Lakers game, dude. And what's the first thing they do? They go through the stands and they're like, oh, there's Jack. Oh, there's Pharrell. There's Snoop. You know, here's all these people. Like they're gonna show all the famous people that are there. Whatever, cool. I don't give a shit.
Even the Asian.
It really doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me.
Sauce company.
I just think Taylor Swift's mid as fuck, dude. Like I just don't want to see her. Like
Honestly, I thought it was cool. Caitlin Clark was there.
show me somebody's hotter girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, can we see Jared Goff's wife, please? Like, god damn, dude, she's like a fucking 15 out of 10, and that's on a bad day. So, like,
Jared Goff's wife. Kristen Harper.
yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
yeah, swimsuit model.
31.
Yeah, she's a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
We did the poll with it was her and Jared, Sean McVay's wife. We did a couple years ago.
I'm pretty sure Cliff Kingsbury.
Kingsbury,
no, not
McVay.
No, I think it is Kingsbury's wife or girlfriend. at
Could
the
be.
time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
McVay's wife's a smoke show.
Yep.
And Goff's wife's a smoke show. We were like, oh, wow, look at them, because that was when they went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. And we were like,
They fucking
and we were
scored
like,
a total of 3 points.
Three whole points. We were like, oh, who's got the hotter wife, like McVay or the quarterback?
That was the conversation.
But to me, it was Goff all day. But nonetheless, but yeah, just I don't know. I just get
I
tired of.
fucking hate people, bro.
I get tired of the same bullshit with the Taylor Swift thing. Like I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this to be over. And
Yeah.
and I know all these Patriot haters are they're just chomping at the bit. They want Mahomes to win so they can say, "Well, Brady never won 3 in a row." It's like, dude, like really, that's the standard we're holding Tom Brady to now. Like you're gonna keep shifting the goalposts. Like Pat Mahomes could win 3 in a row, right?
Yep.
Win 4 Super Bowls, get hurt next year and never be heard from again. And every single Patriot hater would be like, "Yeah, well, he was gonna win more than Brady." Like spoiler alert, like Mahomes.
Don't care.
Like Mahomes' run and the Chiefs' run right now is this is the like kind of probably their last window, their last layup to get.
Mahomes is young. Well, Andy Reid.
Andy Reid isn't going to be around much longer.
Spags
Travis Kelce's
ain't
not going to be
gonna
around much longer. I don't know how long they can sustain this roster with the current payroll and everything else. And not for nothing, but you have the Broncos and the Chargers that are both
Breathing.
coming up quick.
Breathing down your neck.
So
Bitch.
the days of the Chiefs going 6-0 or
God
5-1
forbid
in
you
the
give
division.
Fucking Bo Nix a couple fucking years of experience, bro. He's gonna be fucking shitting on
It's
motherfuckers.
the AFC West is going to be a potential bloodbath every single year, like it always used to be. And it's just,
With the Raiders winning 2 games.
I mean, sure, but the Raiders are going to suck. And
Of course they
good
are.
segue into that because
Raiders always suck.
and the Raiders are going to continue to suck because they hired Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you hiring Pete Carroll
Brady,
for?
I know. And you got a part owner in Brady. He's
Like, you got to be shitting me, dude. Pete
he's
Carroll.
70 fucking years old. Dude.
If I'm a Raiders fan, dude, I'm fucking beside myself.
Are you though, or are you just not used to the fuckery and the delusion that
Oh.
oh yeah, we got Pete Carroll, man. He won a
Or-
Super Bowl one time.
Or if I'm a Raiders fan, I get Pete Carroll, and I'm just numb to the dipshittery.
That's what I'm saying.
You
You're
know,
used
and
to
I'm
this
like,
bullshit
yep,
already, bro.
okay, another fucking
Yep.
shit ass head
Yep.
coach.
Yep. No, we
whatever.
got rid of Josh Jacobs. We got rid of
The
all
only
these.
thing, the only thing that would make me happier than the Raiders hiring Pete Carroll is if like they go out and sign Russell Wilson, and the Broncos are still paying him $35 million,
and he's gone through 2 teams
and
already.
they rekindle him and Pete Carroll in Oakland or in Vegas. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna rekindle Pete Carroll and Russ Wilson, and we're gonna, and it's gonna be funny because the Broncos are paying him, and we're gonna beat the Broncos, and then the Broncos are gonna go out and absolutely fucking smash them,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be an absolute
with a
joke,
rookie contract.
and everybody's gonna be like, oh, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Tim Patrick caught his 4th touchdown today.
Well, Tim Patrick's in Detroit,
I'm
but
sorry, not Tim Patrick.
Cortland's son.
Son, yeah, you know what I'm talking
that kid
about.
Cortland,
Yeah, Cortland's son.
something else.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like that's the only thing that's funny to me about the Raiders is that they keep making these just boneheaded hires at head coach, and it's like, what are you doing? They're like I don't know. It's like it's the Cowboys on the flip side of the coin. I don't hate the Brian Schottenheimer hire. I don't hate it. I think I don't like. Listen, I'm not like
Shotty's been around forever.
I'm not jumping out of my chair. I mean, like, fuck yeah, we got our guy, because that's what they did with Mike McCarthy. There was a lot of people that were really stoked on Mike McCarthy. And now, I'm not saying Mike McCarthy is the reason why the Cowboys didn't live up to whatever expectations they had.
Right.
But until let's be honest, until Jerry Jones bows out, I mean, is out of the picture.
Right.
Like, I don't want Jerry Jones sitting there doing interviews talking about glory holes anymore. Like, this is becoming way too frequent. Again, and I don't know if Sean or our intern Miguel posted it, the video on the Row One Statement Facebook page of Jerry Jones talking about glory holes.
To him, yeah. Or at least
It's just like, what, like, why is this guy still out in front of cameras, like, doing stuff? Like, dude, go fucking take a hike, go sit on the sidelines, let somebody who's competent, like, look at the Redskins, for Christ's sakes.
Oh.
The day they get rid of Dan Snyder, and in 1 year, they go from an absolute fucking joke of a franchise to 12 wins in the NFC Championship with, like, a bright future.
Right.
And you're like, oh, shit.
Yep. Damn,
That's how much Dan Snyder was holding us back. What do I always say, Paul?
Yeah, why
It
do you think
starts at the top.
I can't wait till fucking Jim Irsay is gone, bro.
Yeah, because the thing with Jim Irsay is, like, he's not a bad owner, but he's not a good owner.
No, and we're just stagnant, funny fucking around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
because again, the devil you know is the better than the devil you don't. Nah, not always.
Not always, bro.
Because look at Denver. We were in purgatory with Joe Ellis running the team after the Bolins.
Then the Waltons came in.
And the Waltons come in.
Bang, playoffs.
The first season.
Bam.
Or second season,
Yep,
actually.
same with the Washington. Same. It's
And we should have made
crazy.
the playoffs last year, but Russell Wilson's a fucking bum.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. It's funny how they made it this year, which is hilarious, but, that's because he jumped on.
Well, he went to a playoff team already, but.
Right.
And Mike Tomlin's no joke.
No, he's
Mike
a decent
Tomlin's great coach.
I mean, yeah.
Great coach. So,
Eh,
I don't know. I think if you're a Cowboys fan, though,
I'd be happy.
I'm not happy,
No,
but I'm at least going to be.
no, I'd be happy.
I'm going to be at least willing to hear this out.
Exactly. You're
'Cause
happy
it can't
for
get
the
worse.
change. Exactly.
Because-
You're happy
'cause look,
for the change, bro.
Right, you were stuck in neutral, or you were stuck in second gear
Right.
with Mike McCarthy.
Right.
Every once in a while, we got the fourth, we're moving, and then you'd fucking blow a tire and.
God knows who
Car
knows,
go off
yeah,
the
who
rails.
knows what shot he's going to be able
I
to
don't
do.
know why I'm using all these
do
car
with
references,
Dak
but
and stuff, whatever. Because
it
NASCAR's
works.
coming up, bro.
It works. I know it's what I got on the brain.
NASCAR's coming
bro.
up, bro.
The
Ponies.
NASCAR on the brain.
Fucking who knows what Schottenheimer's going to be able to do with Dak and get the camaraderie and, like, rally the guys up. I mean,
And
Dallas on
that's-
paper isn't a bad fucking squad.
No,
dude.
they're a
It's
really good
a
one.
really good fucking team. It's just
Is Brian Schottenheimer, though, like, is he going to be the guy that's finally going to get the most out of Dak Prescott?
I think so. I
don't see honestly.
actually think that this year you might see the Cowboys. win a
Honestly,
playoff
I
game.
really feel like it depends if Jerry Jones stays the fuck out of the way. And word has it is that he has taken a back seat. Because I heard this was his son's hire, not his.
Yeah, well, he's fucking 90,
So-
so you ought to get your delusional ass on your yacht.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, go fishing, man.
Yeah.
Turn the team over
Nah,
to
but I
somebody
mean,
who actually wants to win and can run it. Because at the end of the
Who
day,
knows what it is to own.
but
own a
at the
team
end of the
that
day,
caliber,
it comes down to wanting to win. The
gotta spend the money, bro.
the crafts don't really care about winning anymore.
No.
So they're gonna listen. They're gonna trot Vrabel out there, and they're gonna say, "Look, here you are. Here's your first round draft pick. Quarterback.
Yep.
Here's the roster." And he's gonna go, "Okay, I need this guy, this guy, this guy." And they're gonna be like, "All right, 5 guys you want, pick 2."
Yep.
Or are they gonna be like, "Whoever you want, here's a blank check." Do they care about winning anymore? Or is Jonathan gonna be like, you know what? We're willing to get you what you want, but we want you to go a little bit bargain basement route. We're not going to go out and pay T. Higgins. And I'm just using that as an example because I think T. Higgins would be the absolute one of the most moronic signings the Patriots could make this offseason. But
Yeah.
neither here nor there. But, like, all right, well, we're not going to give you T. Higgins, but, we'll go get you, what's his name? Who's the other free agent? It's, like, mediocre. It's coming up this year. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll go get you, like, oh, we'll give you Austin Eckler. It's like, cool, that doesn't fucking help me.
It was
You know-
terrible too. Anyway.
Yeah, just not.
Well, no, he's decent, but
It's
like,
just gonna be a matter of, like, do the owners actually care about winning or not? Do they give a shit
right.
about winning? So, I don't know. There's that, and then the last thing we wanted to do before we get out of here, Paul.
It all
because
depends.
we had this picture, right? So everybody knows. There was a meme that went around a couple weeks ago, and it was about Cam Newton, and It was talking about. Remember, I think we touched on it last week about how Cam Newton was. Oh, you weren't here last week. Oh, by the way, Sean couldn't make it tonight. His whole family's got sick, so he decided to stay home and spare us. So shout out to him. Thank you for that.
Right.
Missed you, but also thank you. There was a meme going around where Cam Newton felt like, he was like, oh, I can't be Superman for my family anymore because I don't have those NFL checks coming in, and, those big checks aren't coming in anymore, and I feel like I'm not Superman. And it's like, Cam Newton only made $133 million over his career. And it's like, everybody's looking at it, and like the number one comment underneath the picture was like, well, maybe if he stopped spending money on stupid fucking hats, he would have a little bit of that $133 million.
Yeah, no shit.
And then this meme popped up the other day, and I think this is the most accurate fucking meme I've seen in a long fucking time. I mean, this shit is just so fucking so spot on, dude. Cam Newton on First Take today looks like a general from a Command and Conquer cutscene. Anybody who's ever played Command and Conquer, whether it's Red Alert, Tiberian Wars, like, Tiberian Sun, whatever, knows exactly what this is right here. Like, this is so spot on, dude. Like, White Stephen A. Smith absolutely knocked this reference out of the park.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
And it's true because he does look like one of those, like, B-list, like what was one of the generals, like Michael Ironsides?
Yeah,
was one of
from
them,
like GDI.
From like
whatever,
one of the original Command and Conquer guys.
It wasn't Nod.
No, he was one of the GDI generals.
GDI
in like the
guys,
original one though.
Yeah, well, because like remember,
or was it Tiberian Sun? It might have been Tiberian.
Yeah, because remember like they went off like the Russia, this.
Well, there was Red Alert.
Yeah, there's so many factions of Command and Conquer.
Well, no, there was the original Command and Conquer, then there was Red Alert. Red Alert had like Russia, the U.S., Japan, like all these different factions, and then Command and Conquer was GDI and Nod,
yeah.
Skrin.
And then like the Skrin came in later, the aliens.
That was Command and Conquer 3?
Yeah, Tiberian Wars.
Tiberian Wars, yeah. And then
like
Kane's
that.
Wrath and all that stuff.
Oh, dude, there's a fucking... It was a first-person one.
Yeah, Generals.
It was kind of sick. I played on PC for a long time, and
it was cool.
It crashed.
I have
and
it.
Shit. It's tight.
I have the whole collection on my computer.
I saw it, and I just thought that shit was absolutely hilarious because I was like, "Oh my god, it does!" Like the center face with like the
tall hat, like the chains off the side, like it just looks so
and the
over the top.
Background and shit. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was
dude.
it was such a perfect reference. I'm so glad that whoever made that reference just like made my day.
Yep.
When they made that, I fucking died, dude. Because I was like, and they're like talking about, and again, but like Cam Newton was like, oh, I don't feel like Superman. I'm broke all the time. It's like, well, stop spending money on these stupid ass fucking outfits.
Yep.
And get some good opinions. And like, here's the thing with Cam Newton too is like, every time I feel like I could start to like Cam Newton, something happens. Like, so I like listening to Cam Newton talk about football. He's very, very smart when it comes to football.
Yeah.
And then something like that comes out, and he says something like, I used to feel like Superman. It's like, oh, this poor man only made $133 million in his career, and we're like, I'm supposed to feel bad for you?
Sucks to be you, motherfucker.
Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you trying to guilt trip me into? Were you trying to tell me Cam Newton was underpaid his whole career?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have bitched out on that fumble, bro.
Yeah, maybe maybe you dive on that fumble instead of letting T.J. Ward, Von Miller fucking pick it up. Maybe things are a little bit different. Maybe you got a Super Bowl ring, and
maybe you're actually in Canton.
Maybe.
Nah, you wouldn't be in Canton anyway.
And then he says something like, about you gotta go say something about Eli Manning, like, if he gets a gold jacket before me, I deserve 2.
Yeah, what the yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry, dude. You played in one Super Bowl and took an absolute dump on yourself.
Yeah, I think that was literally why I said that
Eli
you
played in
bitched
2
out
and
on the fucking
beat Tom Brady in both of them.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Including hung in the pocket.
Including a 16-0 Patriots team that was, or 18-0 at the time, that was going for an undefeated
perfect
season.
Right.
Yeah. No, sorry, dude.
One game to win with the lead.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't really
I can't. Yeah.
Get on board with Cam.
Every time I start to get on board with Cam,
he's just making a ruckus because he's fading.
That's really it, dude.
He's just saying wild shit. He's just going out of pocket.
Yeah, well, he's looking at Nate Burleson and Ryan Clark, and he's like, I could do that.
Yeah, he's fucking crashing out because he's fading, bro. That's it. He's going out of pocket.
And he can't. And it's like when you've been in the limelight your whole career and you love it,
you can't stand losing it.
And you lose it, dude. It's
silly of hats and wild of takes.
Yep.
That's it, man. Keep our shit. Just like AB, bro. AB's trying to stay relevant. It's like Cam Newton.
I love AB on Twitter now.
I can't fucking stand AB either way.
Oh, on Twitter, he's awesome.
I wouldn't give him any fucking
Dude, he
Like-
is such a lib-hating MAGA.
That's cool.
Supporter.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah.
Is he really?
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
Fuck.
And he
Well,
says all the funniest shit too.
I'm not insane, so I will take new information and change my mind.
I'm not
I'll
saying
have to look a little bit into it.
I'm not saying he's like he's like worth a follow or
I'm not gonna follow him or anything.
but he's definitely like I've sent some stuff to the chat that he's posted.
I
which
saw
is
some
hilarious.
fucking funny. I saw some shit that he said, and I was just like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "No, dude, you used to be a football player, and now you're just going wild on fucking Twitter. I'm not gonna fall for that." But he did say some funny shit the other day. I was like, "Damn."
We'll save the video of the Bugman for next week when Sean's here.
Okay.
Because we'll have a little bit of downtime to talk about the game. We'll give you our full Super Bowl predictions again.
Yep.
I'm gonna teeter a totter on this for pretty much up until Sundays. Until kickoff next Sunday. Right now,
Yep.
my brain says take the Chiefs because that's what the league wants, but my heart says take the Eagles. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and forth with this for the next 12 days, and then we'll give you our picks next week on the show Tuesday, and we'll go from there. So hopefully we'll have a full house next week. Sean will be back. I'll be here, obviously.
Yes.
Paul will be here.
Yes.
And then
we'll be hopefully talking shit about how the
That'll be
Chiefs tried
our-
to three-peat.
that'll be our last show until after the Daytona 500. So we will not have a Super Bowl recap show. So we might have to do something. I might have to do something that Monday.
Yeah.
The Monday after the Super Bowl, we might have to do a show.
All right.
Maybe we'll shift it to Monday for this because I'm leaving Tuesday morning at like 3 a.m.
I work.
Oh, you work on the Monday? Nah, I mean, I might just have to do like a quick standalone.
We'll figure it out.
We'll do something,
We'll
but
keep you posted.
because we're gonna have to recap it. I can't just go to.
We got to recap the fucking Super Bowl,
It's
bro.
the Super Bowl. So, all right.
We'll figure it out.
For Plizzy and Mr. Betancourt who couldn't be here, I am
Yes.
Joey Fats. This has been Row 1, Seat 1. Thank you all for joining us live on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guy. Be sure to give us a like and a follow on Row 1, Seat 1 on our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, and this show will be up and available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. We will be available within probably the next hour or so. So if
can
you're
find it.
listening to this now, cool. If you're not listening to it right now, you can listen to it again shortly.
Yeah.
Or if you missed the beginning, whatever, you can go back and take a gander. You can do that. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. It has been fun. We will see you next Tuesday night right here on the New Bedford Guide. Row 1, Seat 1, Joey Fats Radio, for Mr. Betancourt and Plizzy. I'm Joey Fats. We'll check you all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Right.